He said Tucci.
That is not.
Hold on. Are we live already? Because he can't be fucking up my name.
Right. Talking about Tucci.
Right.
That is not his name.
Right.
We just went live, so
He killing me right now.
Hey,
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's good, people?
What's
Welcome
good?
Hi,
folks?
everybody.
to the Phat
Hey,
Girl
what's up,
Chronicles
everybody?
relaunch with your homegirl Leo Rochelle and all of my friends here. Y'all see that I am not alone this time around. So this is the beginning of a new beginning with the Phat Girl Chronicles here, and we are here with 5 new co-hosts, 5 dope-ass co-hosts that's gonna bring some amazing heat to this show. So I am here. I am your girl Leo Rochelle, as you all already know. And some of our new co-hosts, we got the Mouth, Miss Cat, we got Trosh, we got Miss Joy Antoinette Kane. She gonna give us all the names. And then we got our homeboy Stretch. So we are getting ready to bring y'all some heat. We gonna
Fire.
We're going to let our new co-hosts introduce themselves, tell them a little bit about yourselves. I know we probably did this last week on the test run, but I want you guys to do it one more time for those that were not on the test run. I want you all to go ahead and give them who you are, what you're doing, and what you'll be doing, and what you'll be bringing to the podcast. All right? So we're going to start with the Mouth.
Hey, what's going on, family? How y'all doing? Yo, it's your man, the Mouth, man. I'm the only one that's not in that area. I'm in the Greenbelt, Maryland, DC, Virginia area, hanging out with you, man. You can check me out. Radio personality. We'll talk about that a little later. But I'm here for the Phat Girl Chronicles, and what I bring every week, I bring you the new music moment with the Mouth. With the Mouth. It's going to be the new music moment with the Mouth, where I bring you something hot and fresh to put on your playlist and enjoy through the entire week. So I'll see you again next week.
Hey, all right, Miss Cat, go on, drop them what you going to be doing.
Oh, I almost missed it. I'm over here trying to be on my phone. Sorry. But hey, y'all, I am Kat. I am the super relationship guru. I am in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am so happy to be a part of this podcast. We'll talk about all things relationship, give you all the tea, all the scoop, how to survive a relationship, how to have a healthy relationship, and anything else you guys want to talk about. So that's me.
Yeah.
And for Miss Cat segment, what y'all can do, if y'all want some relationship advice, if y'all want something answers, y'all got some questions, y'all need somebody to be telling y'all what y'all need to be doing with y'all relationship situations, y'all can send an email to the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com, and Miss Cat will be answering all of your relationship inquiries and all of that good stuff, so y'all can love in the right way and in a good way. All right? Up next we got Mr. Trosh. What up, baby?
What's good, people? It's your boy Trosh. You know, some of y'all know me already, but the people that don't, y'all about to get ready and find out who I am. You know, I'm just that one opinionated dude that's gonna give you his perspective on shit that happened in life, period. But I feel like I think different than other people, so I'm gonna give y'all my take on that shit. So stay tuned. We about to do this shit.
We about to do this shit.
Yeah.
Miss Three Names, Joy Antoinette Kane. Go ahead, baby. Tell them what you're here for.
Hi, I'm Joy Antoinette Kane. You can just call me Joy. My parents are extra with the whole name. Just use Joy first. I am going to be bringing you celebrity gossip. Really not gossip. Most of it's true. That'll be me every week with something new. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I'm going to give you my input on it, too. Because just because they rich don't mean they not ratchet. So let's get we're going to jump into that soon.
All right. And then we got Mr. Stretch, Mr. 6 feet+. And then we got Mr. Stretch, Mr. 6 feet+.
What's up,
going on,
everybody?
baby?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stretch, and we're going to be talking everything finances today. And when I say finances, I'm going to keep you up on how to increase your credit score, how to keep your credit score good, maintain good numbers. And we're just going to talk everything finance, everything money, because we got to get straight to the bag, you know?
What's up, baby?
Straight to the
You trying to get
bag.
me out there? You trying to get me out of there? You go.
And what's the name of your segment, Stretch?
The name of my segment is Creating Commas with Stretch, because we want to create those commas. Yeah.
Create
Fuck up
those
some
commas.
commas. We gotta fuck up
Hey.
some commas.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna leave myself out as far as the segments go. We
Yes,
got the
indeed.
F word with yours truly, Miss Leo.
Boss lady.
I'll be bringing all of your fashion, beauty tips. And probably some food tips, because I'll be seeing some raggedy ass plates on Facebook. So I'm probably gonna give y'all a few food tips when it comes down to the F word. So the F word could be food, fashion, or fun. Whatever I feel like doing, that's what we gonna do, and that's how we gonna make it run. So
and if the kids going to bed, can the F be for?
Hey.
Okay.
Wow.
They should be. It's 8:00 in Indy. They should be getting ready to go to bed.
It's not dark yet,
anyway.
y'all. I got another 45 minutes.
Okay.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's fall. It'll be dark at 6:00 soon.
The F word is what it is.
Little Alizia got to go to school in the morning.
Little Alizé and little Daquan got to go to bed. But we gonna go ahead. Trevante, we gonna go ahead and hop on in here and get a little bit started. We letting all our people hop on in here. The rules of the game: you post a comment, question, or anything like that at the and we will post it on the screen. So
we got comments already.
I know we got lots of comments. Hey, Tavana.
She said, "Who is that fire chick with the blonde in her hair? Who is that fire chick with the blonde in her hair?"
That's Tiff.
Shit.
But hey, Marcel, hey, Amari, hey, Miss Prince. That's my boo, Tavana. Make sure y'all check out her boutique, all my curvy ladies, and then some. Her boutique is called the Curvy Girl Depot. She is based out of Chicago, so make sure y'all check her out. I promise you will not be disappointed. I buy something from her more often than I should. So there we are with that. Make sure y'all check her out. Support a Black-owned business that is booming, up and coming with some dope clothing for the ladies, curvy and not. The plus size and non-plus size ladies. She got it all for you. So check it out. All right.
Hey, Leo.
Yo.
What kind of stogie you smoking?
This is from my guy Kevin Getter. He has his own line here. He is actually one of the only cigar lines here in Indianapolis, Indiana, by a Black-owned company. But it is called the Preston Getter Premium Cigars.
Okay.
So,
One time for the black man.
Nice, got a nice burn. So we grooving.
I definitely gotta support him when I come that way. I like that. I got a black man with a cigar. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I want to try a cigar. I just don't want to die while doing it. I'm never.
But you know what? A trick to a
ain't
cigar
nothing
is not
in here,
inhaling.
but tobacco ain't nothing in here but tobacco.
But don't you not inhale or something? Like how does it work?
This ain't a cigarette or that other cigarette. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't want to pass out.
Nah, you good. You good. All right. So tonight, our topic, we're gonna be talking about dating, win, lose, or draw. Cause the game been funky as shit for some people, as I've noticed.
Who is that?
Man, I don't know who time is that.
Point, huh?
We gotta mute
somebody
that chime.
Moving and it's wrestling against the speaker.
Somebody.
Well, the chime was me, but I turned it off. Sorry.
No,
I'm live. Oh, I'm on my computer, but I'm live on my phone.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
So the dating game has been funky as hell for a lot of people that I know. I even had people asking me today, what what can I do to succeed in the dating game? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. I be getting played too, so I don't know what to tell you.
Same, sis.
I want to know this though.
Listen.
Why do you think you're the person that they ask?
I guess because they think because I know some shit. And I be trying to support people and tell them the truth. Like, I'm not gonna lie to my people and tell them like, or this what you do, or this how you maneuver through the dating game. I get played too, just like the rest of y'all asses. Y'all be asking me for advice. I get played too. I be in this motherfucker like.
And you be having all them posts, talking about having them people post all them pictures.
Ooh, child. That thread she just did gave me so much like. Thank you, Tiffany.
Which thread? The Big Daddy thread?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good thread.
The big babies. The big babies. I mean, listen.
That was a good thread.
I try to do those threads every once in a while because I get some good participation from those threads, and I even had quite a few of the fellas inbox me like, how can I be down with this mix and mingle thing? So I really think that's something that I'm like really feed into and help everybody to try to mix and connect and all that other kind of stuff. I had a couple of ladies. Wait a minute. First of all, the ladies hopped on that thing and was like, yeah, put me on, sis. But I can't put y'all on if the fellas don't participate. So if the fellas don't participate, I can't put y'all on unless y'all okay with the girl thing. And,
they were participating.
I'm talking about with the feedback as far as talking about they want to be a part of the mix and mingle.
So while you're talking about participation, let me ask y'all this: with the dating, do you think with the COVID and everything going on, and the way everybody's becoming so reliable on virtual and texting and other sources of communication, will they get back to the meeting people in public, having face-to-face conversations, or will it be more Zooming and virtual, or
I feel like I don't think it would be a problem. Go ahead, Joy.
I don't think it's places are open. I don't think it could be an issue. Unless both of y'all got COVID and do not know. And then you'll have to find that out later. But I think, what is trippy though, some men will use this as an excuse not to take you out on an actual date. They're like, because of especially if they ain't got no money, they'll use this as a, we're in quarantine and Shut up, because it's places
we can't 2 for 20 because we might get that COVID.
Right. Places, restaurants are open. You can sit out, or you can sit outside some places. I mean, it's getting cold, so you might want to try to sit somewhere inside. But I feel like people would more so use it as an excuse not to really court you, opposed to actually really feeling like I really need to social distance, but I want to get to know you.
One of the viewers said, now we got to ask for a COVID test and credit score.
Right. I already got to know if you're a murderer, but dude, what is your last COVID test, my guy? Like,
I mean, I agree with you. I think as long as both parties are, don't have COVID and you're practicing social distance, and I think the dating game is cool, especially, there's a lot of scenery that you could be outside, take walks on the canal or something like that. So it's just all about knowing who you're dating and, just taking those precautions.
Look at Mr. Romance in the stone over here. Stone walk to the park.
And nobody has been following them COVID rules, so that's a lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
A crazy.
I definitely haven't. not like I should.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because I feel like all the people that's like mostly pushing the COVID rules are the biggest ones that don't follow the bullshit. Like cut it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a hypocrite, because you out here too.
Right.
Out here lying and all up in people's face.
I line not even smelling like alcohol.
This Marcel said I can't smell you through a Zoom, so I'm still gunning for it to be normal. Why do you want to smell them? Like,
Don't nobody want to be with nobody stinky. You gotta smell good.
That's true.
Okay,
So I get
wait
it.
a minute. I was
But I
confused
need
about-
to be up. I need to see your shoes. Like I said on that one voice.
I can't smell you through a
Post.
Zoom, so I'm still
Like I can't date a man with ugly and tall shoes. So if I can't see your shoes, like we could be zooming for days, and I meet you. Your shoes are going in opposite direction. And I'm like, I wasted my time on Zoom with you, bro.
But see, the whole COVID thing giving you more opportunities to talk to a motherfucker because you can't judge them by those little things. You know what I'm saying? Now you're interested.
I think it creates more
It clears
conversation.
out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it creates more conversation. You know what I'm saying? And like to help my man, like my man Mr. Wade said, you know what I'm saying? So in your conversation, if you be like, hey, babe, what's your favorite food? You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, I just love fish. She'd be like, click. Click. Bye-bye.
I would hope not. Like, I think when it has come to the whole dating thing right now with COVID and everything, like I kind of agree with Amari. Like a lot of men do want to have more conversations so they can understand you, so they can learn you, so they can figure you out and stuff like that. And even with those that haven't fully participated in dating before, a lot of them are starting to really try to figure out this whole courting thing, because you ask somebody about what courting is and they be looking at you like they don't know what it is and they want you to explain it. And they be well into their 40s. Sir, what you been out here doing for 40 years? Like,
No, that's true though, Tiff. It's a lot of older.
The last
that's
20
true.
years of the game.
Hey, this whole
Me and
thing
a girlfriend. That's true. Me and a couple girlfriends of mine. Me and a couple girlfriends of mine were talking today because we just turned 30. And so we were saying how these older cats, they really do not know how to court. They rather just do something, but they don't really know how to the art of dating. It doesn't exist.
Mouse said, hold on.
Let me push.
Hold on.
Hold on, these older cats know how to court. Them younger cats do the 2 for 20. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Hold on, let me clarification some things. Did you hear the young man say walk by the lake?
Don't nobody want to go to a lake all the time. Especially if it's a lake you've seen before.
All y'all want to do is date the dudes with the jeans hanging out their ass and dirty. All they put on clean is socks.
That's a misconception of my generation. But what I was saying was,
and don't watch their dreads.
It's rough.
The young boys don't watch their dreads.
That's comedy.
Young boys don't watch their dreads.
Now I can agree with you there, because I see
the thing they have on brand new is socks and shoes.
Well, Joy won't brand new shoes.
Thank you.
But Joy, if they hair dirty and stinky.
I don't date men with locks often, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn, that's
I'm not tripping. But if they do have locks, I would prefer them to be clean.
An older man, if he's an older man, he gonna bring you.
I wasn't trying to generalize older men. Sorry if they hit a sore spot.
He gonna spray some
but
man.
Some older men.
He gonna have his own soap. He ain't gonna use the hotel soap. He gonna have his own soap. He ain't gonna be in there busting open the fake dial. He gonna cover that with his own soap.
Somebody get him.
Joy, older men
use a rag. We don't use washcloth. We use a rag.
Joy, what's a good date for you? What's your ideal of a good date?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Since you don't want to walk by the lake and do all that stuff, what's a good date?
Chili's.
Did you say Chili's?
That's where your man gonna take you.
You stumped?
No.
That's where your man go.
Come on, Lou.
I'm I don't mind a walk in the park. I couldn't finish my statement earlier, but I'm not gonna go more than once.
You're not gonna go to walk more than once?
No, I'm not gonna do that more than once. That's not
okay.
Something I want to keep doing. But I'm very dinner and a movie, somewhere really nice, somewhere I could get dressed up and go. Just like that. We could talk and get to know each other over dinner.
I mean,
By this point, we've been talking for a while, so we should kind of know each other at this point. But that's just me. But I'm not gonna go to a park or the canal.
So are you saying that you're not with creativity?
I didn't say that. I just said I'm not gonna go to one park more than once. I had an ex that wanted to park me to death. Like we went on like our first date, and then he just kept wanting to go. That's why I said I'm not gonna keep wanting to go outside more than once like that, especially here because it gets cold. So
did you suggest other places?
I would try to, but he wouldn't listen. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
Right. No. That's the conversation.
That's a conversation because I'm gonna get real agitated. So that's a conversation.
Go to the park more than once if it was presented in different ways. You would go to it more than once.
No. No, I want to go. I've been there.
No, she don't want to go. I ain't mad at that. I think.
No, but seriously.
That's the thing. Why is it women can't have what they like? Like, why is it? Do we have to just keep settling for stuff? If I say that's not what I want,
but you have to express what you want and what you like. That's why I asked if you suggested going any place else.
I did, and it wasn't. I feel like it wasn't really heard. Okay. But oh well, we're not together anymore.
So I don't think it got nothing to do with like a person who you was with or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can go through that situation with a person who you're not with, but you trying to be with that person or whatever, or y'all not even trying to be with that person, but like y'all trying to figure each other out. Like you don't just have to be in a relationship with that person for that situation to happen. So right. I mean, you still got to find like the common ground spot.
Right.
So you saying you suggested it and wasn't heard of, then that just wasn't that dude for you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously not because we're not together, but I get you. But it went south after a while because, like I said, you know, the nigga was trying to park me to death. Especially Marquette Park. I've been going to that park since I was a kid. So I'm like, I don't want to. I'm good. Can we do other
so
things?
In your experience with him going to the park, y'all went more than once, or did you not allow him to take you more than once?
We went once, and we actually one at a time after. So
2 times.
I'm like, okay, this is looking like it's about to get repetitive.
So in your second time, was it the same as the first time?
Basically.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing.
I can understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Because even like the young lady right here saying, Miss Price saying, was it they didn't have money to take you out, or was it just an outdoor type of person?
He wasn't no outdoorsy man. It was a money issue. I wish you just say that. I'm not going to judge you.
Right. And I'm a firm believer of it doesn't take a lot of money to take a woman out and create an experience. I'm a firm believer of that.
It does.
If she's an unappreciative woman, it might. But then at that point,
I have to elaborate because she said if it's a money issue, I'm not going to judge you, but you judging the man, I'll take you to the park.
Well, you keep taking me instead of being honest that it's a problem.
I think that's different. I think what she's saying is basically like Lenegra said in the comments, you're entitled to have your standards. I think it's more of a preference. She doesn't mind because she did go to the park, but going to the park consistently or making that a routine thing as far as enjoying to have intimate time is not her thing.
And I can dig that. He can be a little more creative and do something different. It ain't got to be the park all the time. It can be, let's go. But I ain't gonna buy you nothing, but we can go to the mall and walk around the mall when the shop. Learn what you like.
I definitely think when it comes to dating, you do have to find some level of creativity. You can't always, like she said, always take a person to the park. But for me, I love going to the park. Like I got a little special, like my girl Tavana said, I have a park here that I love going to. Like it's my place of peace. It's where I go to people watch. I go to ride. I go to do all kind of stuff at that park because I like people watching. I like going walking around the park because it has a trail. I like going to the park just to watch the sunset at certain times of the year because that's where I can get a full view of the sunset. It's a park not too far from my house where you can pull up and it's a little water
attraction.
It's a little water trench or whatever, so you can sit over there. It got little benches and stuff, so you can kind of sit out there. But then at nighttime, it gets really quiet, and so you can really hear your thoughts. You can really like escape into, you know, your thoughts and those kind of things. Like I said, I go to those places to help me write, and sometimes I take other people there. Like, look, this is where I like to go. You know, even if you want to come here by yourself, it's a nice little dip off or whatever. So it's definitely an opportunity to kind of help somebody understand what you're doing and help them to learn what you like. But on the other side of that, people do have to know when to be a little more creative about what the hell they doing. They have to step outside of their comfort zone. But also, as women, we have to be more open to having the communication about what it is that we like. Because a lot of times we be expecting dudes to just come up with stuff. You know, we just be expecting them to come up with stuff. But if that's not something that they've ever experienced before or something that was never required of them, then that may not be something that they know how to do. Just trying to play devil advocate for the fellas, because I know sometimes that may not be something that a guy has experienced, and they be like, well, I don't know how to plan a date. Right. Nobody required me to plan a date before, or I don't know how to, put a date together. I don't know how to step outside of my comfort zone because it was never required. So sometimes we gotta give people a little wiggle room, but also not expect us to do everything all the time when it comes down to dating.
And let me put this out there, because my name is the Mouth Moments. That's one thing I do, is like to create moments. So later, my fellas, if you need help trying to create a moment, email me at themouth247@gmail.com, and we'll create a moment for you and that special person.
What kind of moment?
Yes, any kind of moment. Like let me take for instance, like a gentleman of mine that worked with me. He's an Indian guy. He said he wanted to do something traditional in the American way. So what we did, we planned a proposal for his girlfriend and went to this real big mall. She was taking him watch shopping. Make a long story short, they come out the mall, all their friends on the second level, and all of a sudden they throw rose petals off the second level. So her reaction is, what's hitting me on my head? She looks up and then she sees all these signs that say, will you marry me? Then she turns around, he opens up his shirt for me with the ring saying, will you marry me? So I created that moment for him.
Right, that's a good marriage moment, but give me an example of a good dating moment setup situation that you set up.
Hold on, can I intervene real quick before he elaborate on that? Because I don't want to lose the point. So my thing is, ladies, please, if your ass gonna tell me to think of a date myself, do not complain on a fucking date. If you ask me to think it, don't fucking complain about what the fuck I did, or I will never think of shit else. I'm telling you. I told y'all. I'm outside the box.
Be appreciative in that moment, even if you don't.
Outside the box, because I think like me. Please, don't tell me to think of some shit and complain the whole time, because I'm not gonna think of shit else. It's a wrap after that.
Okay,
now, I will say this now. If she tell you I don't like coconut water, and you bring her a bottle of coconut water,
I was just about to say that. Like, if you getting to know us and you want to plan it.
I'm just saying, like, you can think of some shit and you don't know that they don't like that shit or whatever, or it's not the way they would have did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they can hold that against you.
Right. Now, if I'm like you said, now if I'm a brother and I listen and I give you everything that I think you might like, and it may not be something that we discussed that you don't like, keep that shit to yourself. I drop kick you in the throat.
See, Lanegra,
you gonna drop kick somebody in the throat? Why?
But see, Lanegra, she said that basically you should, she feels like that. Basically, that women shouldn't always have to come up with the creative ideas and make the plans on where to go. And I can agree. I think I think it's a interchange of getting to know one another. So once you get to know one another, and you know what the likes and dislikes, you can kind of base some creativity based on that, and just trying to do things outside the norm. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's like way down there though. We talking about dates 1 through 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
1 through
But
3.
if you're getting to know somebody in that getting to know you phase, if you are going to plan a date, listen to what they're saying and plan it from the things they have said. Like the mouse said, if I don't like coconut water, why is there giant bottles of coconut water sitting here? And you expect me not to say nothing? I'm just supposed to just take it because you planned it? No, you just take it down there. Right, because you bought it. Just take me home and we ain't got to speak again. I'm not about to take nothing just because you did it. And I'm supposed to be like, okay. And you've been listening to me talk about my dislikes, acting like you're listening to my dislikes. And then you do my dislikes on this date. And I'm supposed to be like, oh my God, I'm allergic to strawberries, but thank you. Like,
so let me ask you this, Jay, because you expressed that park wasn't your thing. Like, how many times did y'all go to the park before you finally said that park wasn't your thing? Did you tell him that shit day one? I said you expressed that the park wasn't your thing. I said, how many times did you go to the park before you expressed to him that wasn't your thing? Did you say it day one? Like, oh,
I did. I just said the man had a listening problem. I did. By the time we got to the park, did y'all want me to start walking up 12 and 20 back to my house?
Yeah. No.
So when y'all first started talking and you were talking about your dislikes, you was like, you know what? I don't like going to parks.
Wait a minute, because now it's a misconception. I do like going to the park. But for a date, you're not going to keep taking me to the park because I said I liked it. Don't keep doing something repeatedly for me. That's going to wear me thin. And I'm like, okay, what else you got? And then if it is a financial thing, I am a very understanding woman and I'm not capping on that. I will listen to you. If you be like, financially, it's certain things I can't do right now. Say that. But can we make it at least creative? Hell, go to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree got candles, all kind of crap. You could make a nice little picnic or something. I'm gonna just sit here in Marquette Park and look at the waves. I've been going to that park since I was a kid. I'm not impressed. Like, I don't even care who I'm sitting with. I'm not impressed.
I definitely agree with you on that. Like, I used to tell my daughter all the time, I was like, I respect the young man taking you out, but he got to know what you're used to and what you expect.
Exactly.
It's okay to go to McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, maybe one time in a couple of months or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can go to Five Guys. But he should know your expectations. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't hard. It ain't hard to take, like I said, young man, it ain't hard to take a lady out 2 for $20. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was dating, I ain't had 2 for $20.
But let me also say this. Some women now have some unrealistic expectations when it comes down to dating.
Yeah.
Some women expect you to pay for their babysitter. Some of them expect you to there was a post that said something about she wants you to pay for the babysitter and bring the kids back some food after y'all date. Like, so your kids gonna sit at home the whole time that you on this date and they gonna be hungry. Like,
I've seen them. So I work security, so we be at a lot of restaurants and clubs and stuff like that. So I've seen that. And you know what the problem is with that now? The men they have to date, they think they're just gonna be able to get away with that. But these men got Viagra now. Pay that bill.
What?
So they think they gonna get away with babysitter, car sitter, dog sitter, and all that and not pay? No. Trust me, I see the old man the other day. Soon as the check came, he paid the bill. Before the change came back, he went to the bathroom and took that bill and said, no, you got to pay for this.
I'm done before.
You got to pay for this. You got to pay for it now. Ain't no more kissing up on the cheek.
Okay. So I definitely want y'all to think a little bit more on the dating and all of that other kind of stuff. Because in a second, we getting ready to hop on over to Joy. I don't know what happens. She'll be right back. But we're going to hop on over to our celebrity news when she hops back on here. But in the meantime, in between time, I want y'all to continue to think about some of the dating rules and some of the do's and don'ts. And like, how do people actually win at the dating game? Because this shit does, like, it does have its funkiness. It does have its, like, I've seen so many posts lately, like the dating pool definitely got pee in it. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that. That's hilarious.
And that's exactly how a lot of people feel. I know damn well. Like, I feel like that sometimes. And I was like, shit, I feel like the dating pool got a few turns in that motherfucker too floating. Because of the way it is. No, sir, no, ma'am. So we're going to hop on over to Joy. Y'all keep thinking about the dating game and the rules and all of that other kind of stuff. And we're going to come back because Miss Joy going to give us some celebrity news.
Well, today is a sad day in Cardi B's world. Well, she's probably been trying to do this. Cardi B and Offset are about to divorce, you guys.
What?
What's going on?
Well, she should have divorced him the first time she filed, but she didn't. She tried to work it out, which is fine. It's marriage. Sometimes you just don't walk away. But he's probably, when I did my research, it doesn't say exactly what he did, but it's probably cheating. He's a habitual cheater. Okay. That's his thing. He also looks like a catfish, but that's another conversation for another day.
Wow.
She's asking in the document so far, she's asking for full custody of Culture, that is their now 2-year-old baby girl. And she wants child support from that man. Get your coins. I don't blame you. So
hey, I think
there's that with that.
Video shoot.
Huh?
Wow. That's Offset driving by.
Apparently divorce is in the water right now.
Wow.
Because Ray J and Princess are also getting a divorce.
No.
Their toxic relationship.
No.
They were?
What happened with them?
Well, they both nuts. So they're toxic, and it's true. They're super toxic. And
when they were,
she,
Go
ahead, Joy.
And she's basically asking for the same thing as Cardi, except she doesn't want full custody. She wants to, do however that, what is it called?
Joint custody.
Yes, joint custody. I'm sorry. She wants to have joint custody with their kids. They have a little boy and a little girl.
I heard about Ray J. He wasn't asking for much. He was just asking for one wish.
You're so stupid. I knew that's what you were.
But you know what? They've been actually having issues since basically Love and Hip Hop. And like you said, Joy, they're basically toxic for one another when you see the behavior comes out, and alter ego comes out, and when they're working and trying to have a family life as well. I think it's too much for them. So yeah, they've been having their issues since then. But this here Cardi being Offset, I didn't think that was gonna go down like that. But goddamn,
Yeah, she got tired of looking at that lizard, so she's going to be divorcing him. And then
I think Megan rocked her world on the video. I think Megan rocked her world on that video shoot.
What?
I think Megan Stallion probably rocked her world on.
I heard what you said. Really? That's what you think?
Hey.
Go ahead, Joy.
Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion,
Speaking of Megan,
she is. Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, she is being accused by an ex-boyfriend that she was abusive in their relationship. She put out a statement.
She's 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
No, she don't seem aggressive. I heard she beat the shit out of her last dude. Like you.
Well, he tried to attack her, so she fought back.
And 6'4" and 6'5". That's why Tory Lane shot her ass.
No,
is not 6'4" or 6'5".
No, is she that tall
and
for real?
He shouldn't have shot her. That's not even funny. Like you don't shoot nobody. And he on that stuff.
I ain't saying you do, but
you know what?
Tory Lane's 5'3".
Listen,
He's 5'3" and a quarter.
Inches from being 6 feet. I wish a nigga would.
Oh, Tory Lanez is
right.
Tory Lanez 5'2". Megan Thee Stallion 6 feet and with like all that weight, and for a fact she beat her last dude ass. Like man, bro. I don't even know why Tory Lanez was barking up that tree, bro. You should have had.
They was having that Harlem Night thing.
Leave that
Always
alone,
a
bro.
little one want to climb a tree.
You call me a thief? You saying I stole?
But I mean, I get it. Like, she's tall and she's a big woman. Hell, I'm tall and I'm a big woman. But let me tell you,
I'm not tall, but I'm a big woman. If you put your hands on me, you're gonna be 6 feet under.
we gonna
Forget
toss
my
it.
height. I'm not. We're about to. If I listen, I might not win, but as long as I get some type of lick on you, I'm about to make you remember that this 5 foot nothing girl didn't hurt you real bad. Yeah, I'm
But
5'0".
I'm not saying
little
all
tight.
tall.
I'm
I'm not saying all tall
person.
girls are abusive. I'm just saying, you know.
But
Nah,
you know,
for real,
I
though,
think
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
I'm not
Like,
saying
all
women are
jokes
abusive
aside-
at all.
All jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? Like I seen the situation, I read, I heard what happened or whatever, but you know, like it's never been in my brain to shoot a chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like,
Right.
We ain't even hitting women.
And
yeah,
then
bro,
on top
like,
of that,
like,
after
you
he
hit
shot
women,
her,
bro. You
she
Unless
tried
they
to.
into it.
and shot her like she
After
was a
she
dude
shot-
that you had beef with.
Right after he shot her, she said, "I did not say anything because he had a gun. They would have killed us all because the police are slaughtering us." So she would have said she tried to protect him after the fact
After he
of the
shot
matter.
her.
After he shot her, she as like most black women still trying to protect this black man and say basically nothing. And he's still going around apparently like talking behind her back, and him and his publicist. And she finally said, "Listen, I didn't say anything, but it's more people talking than she wasn't saying anything at first." And she finally spoke out about the situation. And she was like, if I would have said something saying we had a gun in the car, it could have went completely left. But Megan spoke out about the allegations about her being abusive and said it's not true. She was actually very upset. She said, because every week the media and other people that have been in her life, they pick at her. And she says she's never been an abusive woman.
At this point, I think it's probably just just clout chasing. I mean, you know, with her being a celebrity, being a rapper, and being in the media the way she is, like, it's already stuff that, you know, if you put Megan's name in, it's damn near trending. So it's like, I think it's really clout chasing, you know. And if she was that type of way,
It would have came out before now.
right, right, especially before
right.
now. It would have came out on the come up. You feel me? So I just felt like, you know, she's doing that thing, and, you know, let the woman be great because she is the stallion.
Well, you know, with greatness comes adversity. You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be a person that's trying to fuck up your commas and mess with the way that you look and fuck with your overall appearance.
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
And you be out here minding your business, and it's always gonna be somebody be like, "Oh, let me tell you about her." Well, let me tell you about him. It's always going to be that kind of situation.
Always. Even if you was a millionaire, you was out feeding homeless people every day. Somebody gonna find something.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, look, he was out here doing that."
They gonna bring up some old stuff from elementary school. You know, she used to piss on herself, but she feeding the homeless stuff.
Real petty shit.
Like what? Right. So.
Hey, for real though, man. Like,
you know he got a little joint anyway. That's why he got money.
I want to give big ups to Megan Thee Stallion, period. You know what I'm saying? Like you protected a nigga that just shot you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Because you know what's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you shot me, like I don't want to see you get killed for some stupid shit like right. that. So I big ups to Megan Thee Stallion, man, for not even.
And the thing about it is, if you saw the footage, they had helicopters. They was in California, so they had helicopters. The cops were surrounding them. It could have been very bad if she said all she had to do was say he got a gun. LAPD would have riddled them because it's LAPD. So the fact that she's like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all make, you know, when the jokes came out, it really did hurt feelings. She spoke out about that, but she went out of her way to not even tell really her side.
Yeah.
And what he do make it, you know, uncomfortable or worse than what it was.
She said, man, shout out to her, shout out to all the strong black women that's been doing it for years. Back then, you know what I'm saying? I think and the black men in the community, we might need to do a little bit more.
Might?
I'm just saying, we
might
do a little bit more. I'm just saying.
Might is a strong word, ain't it?
I ain't even gonna go there. We're gonna keep it rolling.
No.
We're gonna keep it moving.
We know what it,
Thank
we
you
know what
for
it
the
is.
celebrity news, Miss
Joy.
Joy,
Shout out to
Miss
Joy.
Joy, and
Joy,
Rain.
joy.
So up next, you know what I'm saying? We got our homie Mr. The Mouth Moments. He's gonna bring us a new music moment. And
Yeah,
I'm
we got
excited to hear what new music he got because
man.
I love some new music. I love some hot new tunes. So go on and bring
And
it. Yeah.
I gotta tell you people, man, it's definitely a pleasure to be on the podcast and to be able to bring new music to you guys, man. There's so much good new music out. So I think I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of two new songs that's going on. The first one, this gentleman, he's from a couple of places, but he claims ATL. He living in the ATL, and but you can find him everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? You can find him at church. You can find him at softball games, baseball games. You can go to a concert, and you're gonna see somebody that refer to this brother. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Usher. He got a new one, y'all. He called
Ursula.
Bad Habit.
I love him so much. Even though he got a little bit of herpes, I love him.
Oh my God. Hey.
Messing up my love life. I love I just can't sleep on the way too many one night. Keep messing up my love life, girl. Every time I think I'm in the one I'm trying to find a line, baby. Every time I see my new girl is the best. And I get another text from my head.
So that's Mr. Usher right there. And he calls that one Bad Habits, man. But it's so much new music out right now that I got to bring y'all to this week. From another one, and this one, I know this is another one that the ladies love, fellas. We excluded this week, but I mean, they make good music. I think they make it for us as well. So we're gonna give it up to Mr. 2 Up 2 Down VA, Mr. Trigger Stole Your Girl. He got a new one that's called Circles.
Service. All right. Me getting a little service.
Heard you here on a rebound, but you want me to be down. In the group text with the same now. Spilling through the Philly, do you leave out? Why is every time we sit down? Always good enough, it's well. My shame on you. I say on you. Like thank you. I can't act like you. You're the only one that's got you. 'Cause I gotta do it. This is our truth. If you're looking for closure, don't take it closer. No matter how we try, we can't say it's over. Keep going inside. Keep going inside.
Yep, that's Mr. Trigger right there. So we got it to Mr. Usher with Bad Habits, and this week Trigger Trey Songs with Circles. That's the new music week with your man the Mouth, man. If you got music and you want to know about some new music, hit me up at the Mouth 247@gmail.com. The number is the Mouth 247@gmail.com, and we'll be back a little later and I'll tell you a little bit more how you can hang out with me a little bit more if you enjoy music. I got you.
Hey. So we gonna hop right on back into this dating, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got some more. Like, dating is one of them topics that you can talk about until you are blue in the face, and then you can still talk about it some more.
True.
But with the fact that we got people that want to know how to win at dating, or like just to get some of this shit off of their chest, I want y'all to make sure that y'all are putting y'all questions and stuff in the comments, because we're gonna answer questions. We're gonna answer, any of the questions y'all may have. Granted, I might tell y'all the 100% truth about my dating life. It might be real, it might be raw, it might be funny, but I'm gonna tell y'all, because that's what y'all here for. Y'all here to get the real raw business from me. So I'm gonna give it to y'all. But so we gonna hop back into dating. We gonna talk about it some more. And so fellas, let me ask y'all. Are you okay with the woman shooting her shot?
That's good. That's good.
Gee, I promise you.
Shoot your
That's
shot,
where
baby.
I was going with my segment today. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Oh, that's what your segment talking about?
Yeah, no, I was just going like touch on how dating has become like half traditional and half liberal. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't like a woman shooting a shot, but some people are fine with the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of the dudes that would be fine with a woman shooting a shot, but there's a lot of women out here that still believe the old traditional shit, like, oh, women shouldn't approach dudes and stuff like that. But that's that old school shit. You know what I'm saying? Like times change, just like everything else. Dating changed with the time. You see what I'm saying? Like, and see how Amari's saying I refuse to shoot my shot. I don't know if like what let's just say you not shooting your shot is the reason that you wouldn't be in a relationship or whatever, because you didn't say nothing when you had the opportune time to say something or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that's her relationship status right now. I'm just saying, what if? You see what I'm saying? Like, what if?
Yeah, I think so. I think so many people in this social media age and this age get caught up on what other people think and that word thirsty and all that right there. But sometimes you gotta realize that people don't know, man. Sometimes people just feel like they're not attractive. And if you don't say something to let them know that you might be interested, then you might be like my man said, you might miss your blessing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel like man, woman, whatever. Shoot your shot. Now you ain't got to shoot your shot hard, but just let it be known, that you have an interest.
I mean,
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with traditional style, but there's also nothing wrong with the new style. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause there's a lot of women out here that be like, oh no, I'm gonna shoot my fucking shot, and there's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
She said that's.
I have a question for Amari, because she says she don't feel like she has to hunt. So Amari, my question to you is being a little, or guys too, do you consider women being a little flirtatious, giving you a nice compliment as kind of halfway shooting a shot? And then Amari, for you, why is giving a man a compliment or being extra flirtatious seem like you're hunting?
Well, let me say this. I hope they don't take flirting as, as I'm interested.
Oh, I hope not.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm keep it 100 with you.
She said I definitely
when a woman flirts with a man, 99% of the time, the man gonna be like, oh, she trying to fuck, shouting. She trying to fuck with me, shouting. She fuck with me, shouting. She like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna be 100.
I mean, they could think that all they want, but here's the thing: I'm a natural born flirt. I'm an Aries. All we do is flirt. However, I don't flirt with everybody. What?
We don't. Men don't articulate that in the thought process of you flirting.
That's true. But I do have the amazing ability to flirt with you and not want anything to do with you. Like, I do it for fun, but I do not. What?
As a man, we say, "Oops, too late. I think you want me." Unless
I know, but I don't. But here's the thing: I don't flirt with everybody. Like how I'm speaking to you, if I'm constantly speaking to you just like this, I want nothing to do with you. But like my tone will change and everything. Like that's how you know I'm
like
really.
At this point, you sound like you really don't like me.
Yeah, basically. So if I sound like that, I have no desire to say like, this is it. This is a professional level. This is a friend level. You'll know. Like everything about me will change. But I don't mind flirting. But I have shot my shot, and I'm not trying to cap or flex. but I haven't missed. I only got curved recent. I got curved recently because he liked somebody else. But that's life. It can be scary to shoot your shot as a woman. It can be. I shot my shot once, ended up in a relationship. It failed.
Man, man.
Wait, hold on, because I gotta take a step back for you because it's scary as dudes shooting they shot too. You know what I'm saying? But
it's scary for anybody.
So honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, anybody can get turned down, and nobody likes to be rejected. Like even though most people be like, "Oh, I can take rejection,"
it hurts, man.
That don't mean you like it.
I'm sensitive.
Everybody, I think for the most part fears rejection. So not just women, but sometimes it is a little bit scary for us because we're used to men approaching us, and then we're told that women shouldn't approach men. We have been told that for years. And then you hear from some men, they're like, well, we actually like when women approach us. And we're like, so some women are like, which one is it? And then there's some women like me is like, I don't care what you perceive me as. So,
okay. So
when I was actively dating, I didn't care.
Let me keep it another 100% with y'all. Please understand, tell your daughters, tell everybody it's okay. Because men have a little thing that you have as well. And theirs are a little more sensitive than yours. And it's called an ego. That's why in most relationships, most men are more bitches than the women. That's why we could cheat on a woman, but if you cheat on us, oh Lord, my heart broke. I'm about to shoot myself in the head. And, oh Lord. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference in the game. But men have egos as well. We don't want to. I think I can speak for 99% of the guys. I don't want to be rejected. That's why our rejection. You see a lot of guys, that don't know how to act. Their rejection is harsh. Like, hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? Oh, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, that's it.
No, that don't even have to.
No, but somebody said that to you.
I'm not saying it's right. They just don't know how to react. So that's their reaction to rejection. To be, I'm strong.
So that's called a fragile male ego. That's not even okay.
But you also
that's another.
That's a whole nother topic. Like that's an insane person.
So my reaction is, I would tell y'all what I used to do. I used to be like, hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? She don't say nothing. I'd be like, oh, excuse me, I didn't know you wore Miss Ebony Jet Black Showcase. My bad.
Why? Just keep it moving.
Because if you speaking, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I said, it ain't like I grab your hand and say, hey, shout it. Just say, hey, how you doing today?
Some women
I kinda see where you coming from. Like being courteous is just being courteous.
Just being courteous, yeah.
I do understand where they come from too, where it's like a whole bunch of like what's up, man? What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? You know what I'm saying? They annoyed at that point, you know what I'm saying? So why say anything back? But still, like it's still being courteous. That's all, you know what I'm saying?
I think that as a man, I think grown man, I think there's a way to approach a woman that you like. And the whole ayo and my mom, let me get your number shit, like can get played out with grown women who are established, who have already been through the issues of having failed relationships or having to take care of a grown man. And so I think that got a baby boy on your team. You know what I'm saying? You tell Jody, stop it, Jody.
But that would be. Go ahead, Stretch. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
That would be the same if somebody was always hollering at the men, like every time y'all got out the car. Hey yo, hey shorty in the orange sweatshirt, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you real quick.
So that's another difference between men and women. So if a man goes somewhere and a bunch of women hollering, he's gonna be like, nigga, this motherfucker, I put that motherfucking shirt on their head today, shout, I would own it. You know what I'm saying?
If that happens to you so often that it becomes annoying, it can be one of those situations like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? But then,
I don't know many men that will really be annoyed by a lot of.
But it's also a way to
hold on, man, because I'm gonna be like, I'm
totally disrespecting you consistently. Hey, yo, Lord's hoodie, let me holler at you. I like the way that beard look, Papa. Come here, let me holler at you.
Right. Come here, gray sweatpants.
I appreciate you, Shot. I'm like, I'm good. I'd be like, thank you, Shot. I appreciate it, but I'm good.
So I
Thank you.
will also say, like, too, for like for like women, like we were talking earlier, like, you know, Lenegra said she felt like she does not have to basically approach a man, like she wouldn't shoot a shot, but then she said that she would basically leave like clues that she's open. And I will say this, I mean, some grown men will probably catch on to those clues and some will not.
Men are oblivious to shit like that.
Right, exactly.
Oh my goodness, they are.
Thing is that, so my question to her would be like, how would you engage? I think that it's okay for women if they feel like they are attracted to someone to shoot their shot. It may not be the, hey, you look nice. It may just be like, you know, just an introduction. Hey, how are you? And you look handsome. And then what's your name? And my name is such and such. Or call me sometime. You know, and it might be that, and that's okay. You know, and as a grown adult, when you go into those type of courtships or entanglements, you got to know basically what you're getting into. You got to kind of, it might be a success and it might be a fail, but I just think, to me, it's a thing to where I think women got to get out of the thing. Yes, a man finding a woman is a great thing, and going after a woman that's attractive and going after securing what he wants. But I think it's okay for women to do the same, because if that's the case, then you'll miss the right, or you'll miss the person that really is maybe possibly potentially meant for you, because you didn't want to approach him. And when he approached you, you was just acting a little hard to get or nonchalant, and with some men it just turns them off.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
I feel that part, and then I also feel what Leo said about being oblivious. But my thing is, and no shots at Omari or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you drop the Da Vinci Code. I don't got time to figure this shit. I don't feel like figuring this shit out. Like, not that I can't. I don't want to have to figure out a fucking code to court you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I can just go pick another motherfucker who I don't got to figure out this math problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, dating basically falls under compatibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you drop a hint and they can pick it up or not. And as far as what you like and what the other person don't like and stuff like that, like, if y'all compatible, y'all compatible. If y'all not, y'all not. It'll work out the way it work out. I don't put no extra pressure on that shit or nothing.
Well, she did say too that if they don't pick up on her hint, that's not who she's supposed to be with. So maybe that's where the compatibility part comes.
I agree with that. I swear I agree.
If she's saying whatever she's saying and or doing, and whoever the person is don't pick it up, then that's not the person for her.
I mean,
I agree. I think if it's supposed to be, it'll happen.
And I can see that, but my thing is like, what type of hints are you giving though? Like, like Price said, she was just like, I'll bend over in front of him and pick something up. Like, I'll drop something and pick something up. And you know, a nigga might have a clue, like, oh, okay, shawty bending over in front of me, because you really.
If I bend over in front of you, I'm gonna rub up against you. Now then, you gonna know it's what it is. It ain't no.
I love Tiffany. I like her.
Bending over, you know what
right?
I mean? Like,
so just let me say this:
you and Miss Price know each other or something, huh?
And I think that's okay. Look, Tiff.
Girl, you know what I'm saying?
Talking about bend it over too. Both of y'all talking about bend it over in front of him.
Hey, listen.
I'm not gonna see, for me, like, if we're in a social setting and I'm feeling you, I think you're attractive, I will kind of like, I won't bend over in front of you, because that's I wouldn't do it, but I'm not against it. I feel what Tiffany's saying. I'm not against it, but like I'll touch your arm or something, or I'm a beard fanatic, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna find a way to touch your beard if I'm feeling you like that. If I'm not, I'm just like, bearded goofy, get out of here. But it, like, for social media wise,
translation, she just said, y'all, fuck you, mouth, and your gray beard.
But like, social media wise, it's easier to shoot your shot. To me, that's my opinion. I'll wait, like, I observe or do, like, if I have a crush on a guy, I'll wait till he does something directed at me. And then I sit back and be like, let me dissect this for a second. So maybe, I don't know. And then I'll go from there. I'll do something like heart a picture, or I'll do something to let you know I'm feeling you. But I'm pretty direct though. I'm a very direct woman. If I'll be like, yo, you fine, what's up?
I think that's part of the problem though, is that with social media, we think people are supposed to pick up on these things like
Right.
you just said, somebody hardened a picture. Well, it was 900 likes and comments on this picture.
People, right?
How was I supposed to know that your heart was the one I was supposed to be?
It
looking
meant
for?
to right. But now if he
I
keep
was
hearting stuff,
I was supposed to see that. Out of them
now
900
if he keep
likes, you were supposed to say number 513 is the one, and you need to get in his DMs.
Listen.
now
No.
if you keep
Y'all
hearting
don't pay
my
attention.
stuff,
Everybody else got red hearts, and that one person put a blue heart.
maybe they dyslexic and
Tell
couldn't tell
them.
red from blue.
Listen,
Still don't know.
A good portion of men are colorblind, so that might have been
Blue,
Right.
I love you.
Your heart might have been blue.
Hey, but for real though, like on some other shit, like you can think your shit subtle as hell, but if you smart than a motherfucker, your super subtle shit is not subtle to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna pick up on some shit because you thinking on another level. You see what I'm saying? Like your shit might not be subtle to them, but it's subtle to you because you smart.
Party says you have to like it like 6 times, like 6 pics at one time. So the more pictures you like, it like if you that's kind of stalkerish though. If you go on somebody's
But
page,
I don't like that. See, if you keep
you just
continuously
keep liking each one.
yeah, I don't like that. If you can, and I'm gonna know by the amount of times you've liked my pictures. I mean, I'm pretty, but it ain't that serious. I'm gonna be like, either you gonna say something to get the fuck on. Like that's just how I feel. Like say something to like move around. Cause if you that shy, I don't want nobody that shy around me. That's my energy ain't gonna. Nope, can't hold your hand with this. So the one time, because I was actually interested in this cat, he was like liking my story. I was just like, how many stories you gonna like? And then he was like, however many you put up. And then we went from there. But
So let me ask you.
but he was lucky I was interested. Because if I wasn't, I'd have been like, well, here go another one liking my stuff. That's cool. Thanks though.
Right,
But
ain't that what you're supposed to do on social media? Is like or heart shit?
that's true.
And
But
see,
this person,
people
everything
kill
I
me with
did
that.
though, it was a pattern.
Social
see,
media is not real.
But see, I
Social
think that-
media is not real. How many of y'all done went on somebody's page and say, "Bitch, you ugly"? Huh? Mentally, right? Yeah, we might say it in our mind, but we gonna go and say, "Like."
Nah, I'm not gonna like nothing if I feel like it ain't appropriate to like. I'm not liking it. And I'm not even a blue thumb person. I'm a heart person. Like if I don't like it, I'm not gonna heart it or not gonna blue thumb it at all. Like I'm not a blue thumb person like that. I'm gonna keep scrolling until I find something that I want to heart.
And I think it's nothing. I think it's nothing wrong like with people liking their heart. For instance, like Instagram. Like some people just systematically do something. You can like one picture and they finally go onto your page and see all this little nice stuff, and they're like, "Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna heart that. I'm gonna like that. I like that." And it might be 6, 7, 8 in a row, and that doesn't necessarily mean the person wants to shoot their shot. I mean,
and it don't mean that they really want you.
Exactly. So it's social media. I think it's just
social media. You're right.
Like.
Yeah.
We'll be right. Let's be direct. Hey, I'm digging you.
That's true. Yeah, that's facts.
Right.
That's facts.
And then clarification on the hard things. It says it's only for women. Women like 6 pics at once, and that's a signal for the men to slide in their DM. And that came from a man.
No.
That ain't no signal. Don't come over here with that. I could honestly like what's going on your page, like y'all just said. But sometimes if a person is repetitively liking any and everything you post, they're digging you. I mean, it's. I know what's happening.
To me,
Miss Hodges left in the comments. She said she went old school on. She's like, "Do you like me? Yes or no?"
Or no, yeah.
Check the box, nigga. Which one is it? What is gonna be?
I feel like if they don't say nothing, then I'm not just necessarily gonna assume that you want to be with me because you didn't got the like in 5 or 15 pictures.
Right.
Okay, because you're new on my page, you might have went through and looked at my profile pictures. You might have went through and looked.
Yeah, that's true.
Pictures. So
that's true. But in this day and age, that is how a lot of people shoot they shot though. It's literally how a lot of people do that.
No,
Lord have mercy, these young folks.
40. No.
Somebody get 20 hearts. Be like, girl, he trying to get me.
I mean, it might not be for you, but for some people, that's how they shoot they shot.
Fine, but the reality of it is that if that's how we're going to mentally think that somebody want us, then there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that want us and ain't said nothing. And I feel
Exactly.
like until you choose to slide in my inbox and say, "Hey, boo, how you doing? What's up,
Girl,
whatever."
he just like 20 of my pictures in a row. I gotta go buy me a day after pill.
Like,
No.
He tried to get me social medially pregnant.
like, no,
Not
I feel
social
like,
media
Fuck outta here.
pregnant.
I feel like it's just one of those things that where if until you say something, I'm just gonna assume that you just liking shit on my page.
Right.
You know, I don't subscribe to that thought of, hey, this motherfucker want me because this nigga done like 30 pictures. Hey, you like me, but
and that's the difference. And I think that's the difference between men and women. Like Amari said, when my love, when she loves 3 or more of somebody's pictures, they wind up in her inbox. That's just what men do. Men be like,
They do.
shout it, she
They
want it, shout
really
it,
do.
shout it.
And
She
that's
saw that shirt. She saw that shirt.
If I want, like all them posts in next you in the inbox, you in the DM, that's a cue.
Listen, let me tell y'all lately, it's been something happening, and I think it's something going on. Cause I might be like in a little group and comment on something, and next thing you know, I'm in my inbox, and then it's a whole Johnson in my inbox that I wasn't expecting. I'm like,
yeah, that's the type of nigga talking about. Let's get it over with. Let me just send you the plan. Let's see what you want to do.
But I'm gonna still be lightweight offended. Like, damn, you couldn't say hi.
I do not like unsolicited. First, I don't like those kind of pictures, like really anyway. But unsolicited, I'm
I don't
gonna
like
cut
dick
you
pictures
out.
either.
That's comedy.
Don't send me no dick pictures.
I would hope not.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
I mean,
I'm like Joy. I don't like them.
I just feel like sometimes it's a whole different type of situation. Like, you know, you can say hi on a post, but maybe that person like needs some attention, and they because you said hi, and they like, hey, she wants the dick, and so therefore they slide that dick up in your inbox, and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's a nice picture.
But I might want some, but I don't want yours because I don't know you, so don't send that here.
But hey, some of them don't know. Like you said, I mean, but that's the thing. You said like people be liking or like so many pictures, then that mean they want to shoot their shot. But then sometimes that is they way to shoot their shot because they don't know how to do it.
But I didn't realize like men actually send y'all a random man actually send you a dick pic. Like somebody you ain't messing with actually sent you a dick pic. Like, they just send you dick because you're not.
And they act like we're supposed to just like it.
And they like y'all not fucking with each other.
Sometimes I do like it. I just don't tell them. Sometimes it do be a nice.
I don't. Not randomly. Not from random people. I'm gonna be so annoyed.
Hey, random pictures be nice too. I mean, I might be annoyed by the fact that you thought that was what I wanted to see first, but that doesn't make the picture any less nice.
I'm not gonna send nobody dick picture unless I'm trying to be a comedian.
Unless you're trying to be a comedian.
Yes, Tavana, go on and slide in my inbox, boo. So, hey, beautiful. I'm finna hey, beautiful you to death later.
Don't do. I hate that too. You ain't gonna hate beautiful me to death. Like, what do you want?
So what else are they gonna say?
I just don't say nothing. That's gonna get on my nerves after a while. So I'm really mean, y'all. If y'all ain't noticed, so I just don't want to be bothered. I'm mean as hell. Like I'm so over men, and I'm not dating right now. I'm just chilling. So it's certain things that I absolutely cannot stand and I detest. So you're not gonna keep hey beautifuling me to death. Like one time is cool, then followed up by what you want. Why are you here? And make it quick before I lose interest.
Jesus Christ.
So you don't have like do you not enjoy like subtle conversation? You don't enjoy like people talking and saying, you know, just chit-chatting in your inbox? Like they gotta get right to
I do not like small talk at all. Tell me what you want. Like why you do?
That's why you don't like the park.
Small talk.
That's why you don't like the park.
Yep. I hate it. too much. No, I don't mind having a conversation, like, but just what do you hear? Like, just get to the point. We know why you here. You obviously find me attractive in some type of way.
She said,
But I'm not.
What if they're there just to chit chat or to get to know you as a person? Like, I feel like social media.
I got enough friends. I'm good. Like,
okay. But and this is like a sidebar kind of thing, and I ain't really trying to like dig, but I just got some questions, like, because you said you don't do small talk and all that other kind of stuff. But as far as you having a business, when people hop in your inbox,
that's with business though. I can separate business from foolery.
But no, I'm
like,
saying
that's business.
Some people will hop in your inbox and have small talk and little banter because they're trying to not just be rude and hop in your inbox like, hey, you got this, and this available. So some people do hop in your inbox just to have a little banter and small talk. Then they get to the business stuff. Like, to me, I feel like it's rude as fuck if you just hop in my inbox. Hey, let me get that blue hat that you had on your page. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking. Because there's a way to go about doing it. And I just think, I don't know. And I ain't trying to tell you how to
business wise, let me just say this. Business joy and just social joy are two different people. And I take my business very, very serious. So I would never be mean to a potential client or act like I don't want to be talking to a potential customer. I'm sorry. I actually have very good customer service, and my reviews speak for itself.
Don't want to have the small talk with.
I'm talking about when it's coming to a social, when I know this person is not trying to do business, and it's usually they don't. And so I have really good customer service, so I've never
from
really
the first interaction,
So we got
from the hey, beautiful, how you doing today? You know that they're trying to get at your drawers or get at your
I'm not saying that. I'm just if I'm not in the mood that day, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. So that's what I'm trying to say.
What she was trying to say, as a businesswoman, you always have to be in the mood when you're.
If you're doing business with me, and I doubt you're gonna start with "Hey, beautiful." I doubt it.
Sometimes you do. I got a young lady that's gonna bake my cake for me for my birthday. That's what I said to her. I said, "Hey, beautiful, hey, you're such a beautiful lady. I didn't know you baked as well. How much are your cakes?" That was my next question after she said, "Hey."
That's my thing is get to the point. If that's how you come and make your next statement like you did, make it expeditiously. That's all I'm asking.
So they need to be consecutively back to back. Hey, how you doing? I like that hat.
I want to address a question from Tavana Price. She said, "Who hurt you?" So, Joy, do you think that the reason why you are the way which you are with men, because I know you referenced earlier that you're just kind of
did she say who hurt me?
Yeah, she said who hurt you. So basically, like, did you experience like some type of trauma that made you just be like, okay, because of this man, I'm just off for all men, period? I mean, was there a point in time that you used to like a little small talk and conversation, especially when it's a reference to just affirmations like, hey, you beautiful, how you doing? What's going on with today? Stuff like that. So when you say that you're over men, in the period that you're over men, is it because of the hurt and the pain of past relationships, or is you just over it?
No, I'm not traumatized. I just don't want to be bothered. Simple. I just really don't. And when it comes to business, I'm business. Period. That's who you get. But no, I'm not traumatized or hurt, Tavana. Thank you.
I mean, you can tell.
Like I agree with I agree with Ms. Hodges right there. She said men who are naturally charming may lead with compliment even in business. I mean, that's me. And one of my best friends always say that gets me in trouble a lot because women think you flirt with them. But I always say, hey, beautiful, how you doing, love? That's just how I start conversations off, period.
What was you going to say, Trosh?
I was just saying, like, I could understand why she would ask that question, because like during the whole little segment, you know what I'm saying? Like everything you said was like, I'm not gonna say like fully, but yeah, you was like borderline, like kind of bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like you can easily get that from your comments about all the shit that we asked today. Like
Okay.
you got some anger about your situations. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand where Tavana was coming from when she asked that question.
It's all good.
Okay.
Everybody agree to disagree, man. Joy, you do what you do. You live it how you live it, baby.
Hey,
I love you
Amari,
to the
No,
sun up.
it's no
listen,
attack on
Amari,
Get
you know
down,
Joy.
what?
game
I
Brown.
understand where the question came from. I understand where the question came from.
Oh,
That's
man.
all.
Much as I be
You know.
chuckling, I be over here like, wait, her too. I be over here
Y'all silly. Wow.
oh, nigga, I
I
almost
agree. I agree. I
a
agree
little
with
bit.
Amari. She said we all hurt in some fashion.
Hell
We all
yeah.
are hurt in
Oh,
some
for
way.
sure.
Little
For
hurt in
sure.
everybody. Just
Hell, you ain't the only hurt
how you
motherfucker.
take
Boy.
it.
If you hurt, you ain't the only one.
I'm
Hurt.
6'6",
But you know what?
335, and I'm sensitive as fuck.
I think that if you know, and I might be
6'6"
wrong when I say this.
335 and you sensitive.
What?
I might be
No,
I'm
wrong
sir.
when I
6'6",
You
say this,
can't
but
be
I
6'6" and
335,
sensitive.
sensitive nigga.
You can't be
Leave me alone.
like you just said about Meg.
But here's the thing, though. It's a lot of people who do not like small talk, and they're not hurt. So for me to say I don't enjoy a lot of
I don't think
small
that's where
talk
it
to
came
who
from.
hurt you, that's
no,
a
but
bit
The fact
much.
that you said
I
it
I
don't
don't.
like
I
small talk. I'm not that social. But when it
well,
comes to my business, you get a whole different animal. None of you really
well.
done
Let me say
business with
this.
me
I
as
don't. I
far
don't
as
think
my
that she was.
business.
I don't
And
think she was.
so that's fine. We can keep that out.
Well, we gonna
That's
slide on
Sure.
into
Yeah. Let's just go
Hey,
ahead
getting.
and.
We gonna slide on
I
to
didn't
getting
from
his
her
story.
from her. I did not get hurt. I got hurt as she just like to be like, let's fuck, nigga. What we doing?
Right.
Stop.
And I get it, but we gonna slide on into his story from Trosh.
I already
Nope.
did my part.
I mean,
My
but you,
part was
I
the
mean, you
beginning
might
of
have
that.
some more to say. You
Nah, I ain't
might
got no more to say. I don't got no more to say because I really want to move on from this topic because I feel like this gonna go left. But you know,
All right,
that's the
well, we
business
gonna
we
slide to
in.
Stretch.
Ain't nothing wrong with left.
That's the
We
that's the
gonna
business
slide to
we in. You
Stretch.
know what I'm saying?
Stretch, come on and give us some comma creating information so we can go ahead and create them commas and get them coins like we trying to do.
All right, yeah. Let's do that. Let's go on. So now you're rocking with Stretch, and we're gonna talk about creating commas with Stretch. And so some things that I want to talk about because we gotta make sure one of the things that are important in basically securing our finances and making sure that we are on the right track is the credit score. Of course, our credit score is very important. I remember like a decade ago, people weren't talking about credit scores like that. It wasn't credit services repair and all that kind of stuff going on is more prevalent. So most definitely, we're going to talk about how to basically raise your credit score by 40 points and some things that you can do with your credit score. So we'll just get right into basically talking about. So basically, we'll get to talking about getting copies of your report. The first thing you want to do if you don't know what your credit score, I encourage everybody to kind of download Credit Karma or just pull your annual credit report. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and you basically can get a copy of your credit report. I think they do two per year, so I think you can only obtain it for free those 2 times. So of course, when it comes to your credit score, that's one way to start. Also, if you do have a bad credit score or not, you never want to be late with your payments. So one thing to attain into personal financial success is part of what I do is basically having enough money during your working and retirement years to support your personal financial lifestyle. So whatever it is you got going on, bills, personal expenses, and etc. So of course you want to start by getting a copy of the report. And like I said, everybody's grown. Everybody knows to pay your bills on time. Try not to be late with payments. When it comes to things that report you, like, your utilities, your rent, you want to make sure that you pay all those things on time. And then, of course, we're going to talk about pay down your debt. So if you have debt, it may be affecting your credit score. So if you're asking me what's an idealistic number for a credit score, I'm going to tell you 700 plus. So if you have a credit score of 700 plus, that's a great credit score. That's a good credit score. And most people don't know that when you have an 850 plus credit score, 800 credit score, that's equivalent to almost having $100,000. So the credit score is very, very important. So let's talk about, of course, we talked about paying down your debt. You want to reduce the amount that you owe because that's the problem that's affecting your credit. And now most jobs, they're pulling your credit score. Most places, they look at your credit score and they won't hire you based on your credit score. which is crazy. So that's why you want to get it together. So you basically, it works in your favor to have small balances so creditors can see that you're basically conservative in your spending. So that's, of course, the reason why you basically want to pay down your debt. Now, of course, you want to also keep old accounts open. So don't rush to close credit card accounts all at once. Like, a lot of people get a credit card and they be like, okay, I'm just going to close this out. Sometimes it's best to keep those accounts open in good standing. So if your debt total is spread among several accounts, you appear to have a reasonable ratio of debt available credit. So, of course, when several accounts are closed simultaneously, it appears that you have a large amount of debt with little available credit. This can cause your credit score to drop. So, of course, you want to make sure you check on that. And, of course, know your limits. You have a question, Joy? You want to say something?
No, it's me. Yeah. I have a question, and you might get to this, but when you talk about paying down your debt and making sure, you pay things on time, and you might talk about it, but how do people, or how would you suggest people go about making a budget, creating a budget when sometimes we may max out our credit cards or overdraw our accounts or come close to it, and then the more in debt you are, the harder it is to budget and to pay those things. So do you have any tips about actually budgeting, or how do you set something up to where you are maximizing your money to the most to pay down that debt?
So, yeah, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that question, Kat. That's a good question. I think it has to do with when you're dealing with a lot, you don't have a lot of money. A lot of us go through a lot of struggles to where we're barely making it afloat, right? We're making this money. We have to pay our rent. We have to pay this. And it's really not enough money to pay in debt. I always encourage people and clients to basically work out arrangements. See what is the minimum you can pay. Set a budget. If you have a cell phone bill that's $80 a month, for instance, and it's just causing you to just stressing you out, reduce and simplify. I think that's the best thing. Simplify your bills. What's the minimum I can pay each month to keep my account in good standing? So, of course, when we talked about keeping those accounts open, we want to talk about basically when you basically have a large amount of debt, very little credit is available, so you don't have much credit and wiggle room to do anything. So to basically budget appropriately, I always suggest that basically what's the minimum I can pay. You might have to go over your income, and that's why part of what I do working for a personal financial success company is we talk about that personal financial success and cash flowing that money. So you can only do those things if you basically have your minimizing taxing strategies, you correct your W-4 and stuff like that. And that can help you to increase cash flow as well. So you can pay off your debt in less time that you originally was said to do, because basically you're working, your taxes are minimized, your business asset accumulation, and so forth and so forth. So next we're going to get into talking about knowing your limits. Know your limits. Pay down accounts that are close to their limits. So if they're close to the limit, you don't really want to, if you have for instance, a credit limit of 400, you don't want to use 395 of that credit unless you really have to. And if you do, you want to pay that account down, because when you pay that, many financial experts advise paying down the ones with the highest rates first when you're trying to boost your credit score quickly, because that can cause your credit score to increase quickly and go up. It's the best way under that credit limit umbrella. So maintaining a balance lower than 30% of your credit limit is basically ideal. Now, of course, avoid non-official credit sites. There's a lot of people advertising to fix your credit. You pay me $500, I'll erase everything off your credit. Don't go for the scams. You know what I'm saying? So annualcreditreport.com is basically the only way you want to access your credit report accurately. Of course, you get those credit reports from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and all of that. So there you have it. There's basically that little spiel. I'm just giving some financial advice. So basically, use less than 30% and keep them. Absolutely right. So I'm opening the floor to any questions. If y'all have any questions. Yep, he said his dropped by 50 points. So basically, if you have an account that's open right now, you haven't paid it, or somebody has increased on your collections, or something was added to your credit report, that can affect your score as well. So make sure you pay those things on time and try to resolve your debt. But for more information, you guys can visit my website at www.cliffordjr.myecon.net. And this your boy Stretch with Creating Commas, and we're going to talk about some more stuff next time. But I won't pass the torch over.
Good shit, bro.
Stretch, shout out Stretch. That was good, Stretch. That was good, bro.
Appreciate it.
I might talk to you online about what to do if you owe the credit people like credit points. Like my credit score so bad I owe them points.
Oh, you know what? See, you at a negative 200. You at a negative 300, negative 200.
You might not want to keep saying that out loud.
I got you, brother.
DMs that you're gonna be getting.
I got you, brother. So if you guys have any type of questions, of course, go to, you guys can always DM me anything on student loans. Okay, so that's a good question. So with the business that I work for, we have had a lot of associates. That's why you guys got to go to my website and check it out. We have a lot of associates that have student loans, and their student loans have been, for instance, $30,000. And because they have tax deductible income and stuff like that, there's a lot of ways for them to basically decrease their loans and what they owe. So it could be down to zero, it could be down to $1,500, something reasonable to pay. So of course, with your student loans, you want to kind of try to get that together as much as possible. If you owe any money, if it's not outstanding, make sure you pay on those student loans. So yeah, it's very important.
Shout out to Stretch. Tell them again where they can find that Stretch, because we can't give them everything this week. They got to tune in next week for the next topic.
So before you guys go to my website, it's crucial. I want you guys to kind of get the understanding, the breakdown of the business, and of course, how to attain to personal financial success. So I want you guys to go to incomeshifting.com. Of course, that's incomeshifting.com. It will give you a whole presentation, an outline of basically what I do and why it's important for you to do the same thing in investing, increasing your credit score, and attaining to personal financial success. Also, my website is www.cliffordjr.myecon.net.
And also
Clifford Jr. Not Uncle Clifford, but Clifford Jr.
Okay, not Uncle Clifford. Nah, Uncle Clifford. I'm
Ain't no crying in the bank.
Look, and if they got any financial questions, any entertainment questions, any questions throughout the week that you need us to address next week, make sure you go to the page Phat Girl Chronicles on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Leave it in there, man. We'll get the questions and we'll be able to address it. We'll get to it. Because we appreciate y'all.
Definitely will. Or if you have some additional questions about anything that Stretch went over, or even if you want to know about the music moments, what the mouth played for us, you can definitely hit us at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. That is your way to connect with us each and every time, each and every moment that you need to have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, or if you want to be a guest on the show, you can go ahead and hit us up at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And so, what we gonna do right here is we gonna slide to my boo Miss Cat with some relationship rules.
Hey.
Rules.
Got a few little relationship rules.
Relationship talk. Let's get it.
Because we ain't got a theme song yet. We gonna get it. You love me? You love me not. You love me? You love me not. Cat. You love me? You love me not. You love me? You love me not. Cat.
What's wrong with you?
It is so just annoying.
Joy, why you blocking the camera?
Just annoying. Go ahead, Miss Cat.
Joy got the rest of the face.
With the fashion of the topic for this evening, we talking about dating. So I'm gonna give you guys some dating tips, and then some safety dating tips, and then just some red flags. So first, just some dating tips. When you date, first and foremost, date with the intention to have fun. Just go out, have fun, enjoy yourself. If you do have expectations or you don't want people, you want people to be upfront, you can say that, but have fun with it. No expectations, because that's what dating is all about. Go beyond the bar. Don't do what is typical. Movies, they're okay, but how can you really get to know a person when you're just sitting
watching a movie?
Watch a movie. Right. So do fun things. Get out, do things. Consider your friends. If you have friends that I know Joy says she don't really like to chit chat, but if you just have a friend and y'all chit chatting and you think they cute and one thing leads to another, maybe who knows what those conversations can lead to. So don't count out your friends and people that you already know.
Wow.
Avoid oversharing. You don't have to tell everybody on the first date.
Why not? No, I'm just playing.
Leo, don't do it. Don't tell everybody everything on the first date. You won't get
You'll regret it. You'll regret it.
You understand what she's saying, Tiffany? That mean don't be at the table talking about, boy, I got this boy right here. I want you to look at this boy I got.
Do you see that? You think your mama can? You think your mama can?
You think you can do something with this boy like that?
Check, please. Can we have a check?
Talking about some, I'm like being order a drink with some Baileys and that shit. No, wait, what?
Watch how you talk to each other. Be engaged. Put your cell phones down.
Yes.
No texting and of course, if you get an emergency call from the kids that your date just paid the babysitter for, no, I'm just playing. No cell phones. Be engaged with the person you're talking to, and you know what? If you're not interested, you're just not interested, and it's okay to be like, you know what? Yeah, this probably ain't what I thought, but let's kick it. Let's just have a good time. Kind of switch it up. Do not let your friends discourage you from your date. Don't let them ruin your dating. So don't tell them everything, because the first thing you say that sounds crazy to them, they're gonna be like, "Girl, leave. Don't date them again," and they might mess it up for you. And you got to be careful of other people's motives too.
Boy.
Why don't they want you to date them or go out with them? So watch that.
Right.
And then try again. So if you don't like the first date, or if something didn't happen, or depending on the conversation that you guys had prior to the first date, if you didn't like something, but that was not expressed in a previous conversation, give it another shot. You never know. Everybody has an off day. Give them another shot. And then just really to date safely, because we didn't really talk about that, but we do have to make sure that we date safely, especially with everything that's going on now. Don't give out too much of your personal information, of course. Meet in public for your first few dates. Don't have somebody call you talking about, well, just come to my house, meet me here at 10 o'clock at night. Don't do that.
That is
if possible, pick the place, and if you allow them to pick the place and plan the day, just make sure that it's somewhere that's well known. And then always tell somebody where you're going, whether it's your best friend or your cousin, your parents. Just make sure you tell somebody where you are, and watch how much you drink. 2 reasons. One, you want to be safe. You don't want to be so drunk that you just end up somewhere where you are. But not only that, you don't want to just come off as a lush, like you didn't order
alter ego might come out
at dinner.
Fears might come out.
So what might come out, Stretch?
I said that alter ego, that Sasha Fears might come out. You have one too many to drink. You might be sleeping on Roscoe Jenkins with 1 tooth and shit.
You got that surfboard on the first date.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Well, okay. I have an addendum to that. Don't drink too much. I feel like if this is like one of your friends that you have now moved into the dating realm, and they know you like to have fun and maybe kick back a few, then that's okay. But if it's like somebody you're just meeting and just getting to know, definitely don't overdo it with the alcohol.
Right.
It's bad. And if at all possible, always drive yourself, have your own transportation so you don't get in a car with a stranger. Especially there's so many dating sites, people sliding in your DMs. We really don't know what a person's motives are when they first do that. So you definitely want to make sure you keep yourself safe. And then finally, just some red flags when it comes to dating. If you start dating somebody and they cancel 1 time, 2 times, that's probably a red flag. They're not telling you the truth. Something else is going on. If they're always busy and not available, they can never talk. They can only text. They can't ever FaceTime you.
Catfish.
You said if they catfish you? Maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe they got a wife at home, a girlfriend at home.
Not a wife. Oh, no.
A mullet.
If they come on really, really strong at first, that could possibly be a red flag. Like what's going on? What are you trying to get? Why are you trying to get married on date number 2? If they start to tell you things that don't add up or don't make sense, or if some of those excuses start to sound a little weird, it probably is a little weird. If they're rude to where if you go to dinner and they're rude to your servers and your waiters and just any kind of service people, if they're rude and just mean to other people, that's definitely a red flag that something else is going on. And then, of course, just, at the end of the day, just be cautious. Be fair. Give them a chance. Don't automatically put them out the sandbox. Give them a chance, but definitely be cautious. And last but not least, just follow your intuition. Follow your gut. Your gut and your intuition will always tell you if something's not right, or get a bad vibe for somebody, and you need to exit stage left or do something different. So that's all I got. Like I said, just keeping in line with the topic that we're talking about as far as dating. And then I'm here for any other dating questions, dating suggestions. I'll get with the mouth, and he still never answered the question on how he was going to set up a nice romantic evening for a first date. But we'll get that together for you, get some suggestions and everything. So that's all I got.
Love me.
Cat.
Love me not. Cat.
I got any questions about?
Love me. Love me not. We cat.
Somebody said they want to get married by day 6.
Oh, damn.
No, that's a hard no.
I think that was a joke, but
man,
Yeah.
tell them to go sign up for them shows on Netflix then.
well, I don't know. There is such thing as love at first sight.
I was.
Is a such thing as when you meet somebody you just know.
Hey, man,
What about me?
So,
the first time I seen pepperoni sausage pizza, I fell in love.
Well, shut your face.
That's true. Love at first sight.
so you
First
say
time I
you don't
seen
believe in love at first sight?
chocolate cake. Oh my God, I fell in love.
Can you answer the question, sir?
He's not.
My grandmama banana pudding. I fell in love at first sight.
Does anybody believe in love at first sight?
I do. My kids when they were born.
It can happen.
I'm not playing with you. In a romantic way.
From a romantic standpoint, I would
No.
say no.
I think you have extreme sexual tension at first sight.
No, I do. I
Yeah.
definitely do.
Definitely a attraction at first sight.
You do, Trosh? You believe in
Yeah, I
love
do.
at first sight?
Yes.
I believe in love at first sight too.
I do too.
Why?
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all,
I mean,
y'all bold. I
don't know, but I feel like the people that
Because-
don't just haven't experienced it yet. But if you have, then you know that it's real. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I didn't lust it really hard at first sight. Like, damn, hey, boo. Like, I didn't lust it like a motherfucker. Like, ooh,
I've definitely had lust at first sight.
like,
Love, no.
But not love at first sight.
No.
I'm gonna just say that I'm gonna just say I've never experienced love at first sight. Let me just say I've never experienced it. I'm not gonna say I don't fully believe in it because it's definitely possible. But
I don't believe in
you
it.
gotta
I
show-
just how you
gotta
look at
show
somebody be
So-
like,
so I
I
don't-
love you. What
Right.
do you
I
love
think-
exactly?
I think you
Like,
can
what do you
have-
love
you
exactly?
you can have a strong chemistry and
Yeah.
a great lust or an attraction,
Love is a
See,
but you
strong
don't really
word.
know that person.
Okay, here's the thing. I think I would say this.
Because our love is unconditional. Remember that now.
Right. To set
Yep.
the
So
record
no matter
straight.
what they do, you love them.
Hey, hold on, Stretch. Hold that thought, Stretch. I just want to say this. Okay, so love at first sight, I think is more of like love at first interaction. You see what I'm saying? Like not just upon gazing upon a person, but like y'all whole interaction that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like you could love that.
Then it's not love at first sight. It's love at first interaction.
I mean, seeing them is part of the interaction.
But the question was love at first sight, not love at first interaction. You can't have both. Because once you have the first sight and then you start having interactions, you've already had first sight.
You got a point, but I'm still gonna argue it.
So what I will say is that the reason why, so I think some people misinterpret like the love at first sight, because sometimes you could meet someone and you can see them, and especially if you have a consistent interaction with them, whether it's work, whether it's business, whatever. It's just because when you find out, and so basically, it's one of those things where you have two grown adults, and everybody knows how this game of relationship goes. Everybody knows the fundamentals. People get together, they have sex, have kids, stay in relationships, whatever. I think that the things that is missing. Look at Leo. Look at your face.
Oh, sorry. I think it was the order in which you put it, and I was like, "Damn." I think that was like, whoa,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, I mean,
Go ahead.
let's be
You
honest.
ain't gonna let the nigga pull out 3 times?
I mean, I think what it is about people in relationship is that, when you're already complete yourself and you're confirmed with yourself and you know what you want, and as an adult, you know what to look for and seek, and you know how the process goes. We're not ignorant of how the process goes. When you met your baby daddy or your husband or your wife, there was always some type of connection. There was some type of story. I mean, so when you say love at first sight, it's not like, okay, I, see somebody, and then I'm just like instantly in love and I don't know anything about that person, but when you have developed, seeing that person have a relationship, you know what you like, you know what you're attracted to. That's the first phase. So when you look at somebody, you can look at somebody and say, damn, they're attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a go for me or not a go for me. So I just think it's just about people adulting and just knowing appropriately, like you can meet someone and say, you know what, I'm really digging you. And I think this is going to be great because me and you are compatible.
Right.
We on our shit. We know what we're doing and we know where we want to go. You
That's
feel what
back.
I'm saying?
That's,
when you don't
that's
have a
back
vision,
to the interaction.
Yeah, when you don't have a vision,
Yeah.
you perish.
Hey, cool that out. Cool that out, Mal.
Biblical reference number 2. I'm keeping count.
Okay, talk about the interaction. Joy, what you thinking over there?
Don't take
I
her
just
to
don't
the
believe in love at first sight at all. No. I think
So
you got to get to know.
I believe in amazing attraction at first sight.
I do.
Yeah.
Chemistry.
I believe in love at first sight.
Me too, Kim.
Hey, I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing if you've experienced it though too. Like if you've experienced love at first sight and then it actually something came from it, like I think that's dope as hell. Now I haven't experienced love at first sight, but I've had like some really dope ass relationships. I would say, that came from really dope connections and really dope interactions with the person.
But love at first sight don't necessarily, I want to clear this up. It doesn't necessarily mean like you could love somebody at first sight and then 10 years, or 5 years later, y'all not together. It just doesn't work out.
I mean, I'm sure of that. Like, I think that's where it happens when you factor in compatibility and all that other kind of stuff.
Exactly. Right.
So I just think that I think being able to experience love at first sight would be something dope. Like if you could just look at a motherfucker and be like, hey.
But my sister Tanya Johnson said people use the word love too loosely.
Very loosely.
Very loosely. So I think just
What's
overall
that
when it
first
comes down to I think when it comes to
Like-
relationships, I've experienced some really great relationships. Like, I think I had more realistic and more long-lasting relationships in my 20s than I've ever had in my 30s. And
Really? In your 20s?
yes, like I've had adult, real deal relationships in my 20s, and once I hit 30, I was like, "The fuck is this? What is happening? Like, what is going on? What is dating now?" Because in my 20s, I was in a relationship. I was in my longest relationship in my 20s, from 21 to 28. I was in my longest relationship.
Yeah, that's when you still a stallion. You know what I'm saying? You still rock. Get the 30s, you got there go. You get the 40.
But
even
in my 20s,
you got it. When you 40, you start dating and shit. Then you got to hold your gas around the motherfuckers.
You so silly.
Because they be loose guts and shit.
In my 20s, though, we had more communication. We had more open communication, more honesty. We had a lot more freedom, and we moved more freely with each other than we did then. Had more open communication and all of that in my 20s. We lived together, we grew together, we stacked money together. We did all of that together in my 20s. And then like we broke up, some other shit happened, life happened, but the reality of it is that the direction I wanted to go wasn't the direction he wanted to go. And that was fine because the first couple of years of our relationship, we was out here partying. We was friends. We was out here going to the clubs together, all that kind of stuff. So we had a friendship first before a relationship. And I think that's one of the key points of having a long-lasting relationship is you have to be a person's friend first before you can really say that you're going to have a long-lasting relationship. I think if you have a friendship and then you build on top of that,
Right.
that's where the beauty comes in, because you're able to like know, okay, this is my friend, so I can talk to them and have these conversations as a friend, even though this is my lover and this is the person that I'm doing all these other things with. But also, like later down the line, like when I started dating after 28, I was like, the fuck? Like, they don't court, they don't go on dates, they don't do all this, and this. And so I really
Say
went
me
through
honest,
a
that
culture
social media
shock.
is like
Like, it was a legit culture shock for a while for me, because I was like, what is happening here? What is going on? I don't know I don't know how to navigate through this. And I think that's why a lot of people now are so quick to just go through text messaging and do all the texting shit and all of that kind of randomness, instead of actually engaging in a real deal relationship type of situation. So I think other than that, like, I want to experience love at first sight and have
I want you to experience love at first sight. It's amazing.
And then we also have to correlate that between love and being in love.
I mean, when I say it, I mean love and in love. At the very first time I laid eyes on you.
Huh?
Okay.
What you say, Kat?
She said that she equates them together, like love at first sight and being in love at first sight. It's the same thing for her.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like maybe somebody fell in love at first sight with me, but didn't say nothing. So,
Please don't look at me right now. Don't look at me too hard.
Hey, that's why you gotta stop living that traditional shit and say what you feel these days.
I feel like I am open to somebody like sliding in my inbox, like, "Hey, I really dig you. I think you are really nice."
Hey,
but at the same time, like, I'm open to that. I'm open to that, because I've slid in a couple inboxes, like, "Hey, little daddy, I like them shorts you had on today." No, I'm just bullshitting. But I have slid in a couple.
She ain't lying. I know she ain't lying. You can tell she ain't lying.
Nobody asked you, Trosh. Nobody asked.
Hey, they all see what I see. Your face say you not lying.
And I don't think she said little daddy neither. She said, "Hey, big daddy."
Hey, big
For sure. And she used the Z, it was Zeddy. Hey, big Zeddy.
Oh, hell no. I hate that word. No.
And I definitely believe this. One of the viewers, Tanya Johnson in ATL, she said, you can love someone and not be in love with them.
Absolutely.
I definitely believe I think it's definitely a difference.
That's true. That's absolutely, absolutely right.
That's definitely true.
Well, I think it's a difference. I wasn't saying it's not a difference. I'm just saying when it comes to love at first sight, I believe you can love someone at first sight and also be in love with someone at first sight.
And that's understood. But I probably didn't say, "Hey, little daddy." It was probably, "Hey," with a bunch of E's and a bunch of Y's, and then a boo at the end. "Hey, boo," or some shit like that. Y'all know how I talk to y'all. So, like, it go across the board, whether I'm flirting or not. Like, that's just how I talk to folks. But
another viewer by the name of Monroe Elise, let me make sure I say it right. Monroe Elise says that happened to her. I had a guy fell in love with me at first sight, but chose not to pursue due to the social society norm.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That can happen. So,
and Monroe's a good friend of mine, so she won't mind me saying this. Monroe is a transgender person.
Okay.
So basically, they fell in love at first sight, but because society frowns upon shit like that, they didn't engage.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can't live by stupid ass like society rules. You got to live like the way that makes you happy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
people realize that they just got to be happy. Be happy with themselves. Be comfortable in yourself. Be who you are.
And that's the basis of me promoting and pushing healthy relationships. And for that reason, because no relationship can be like anybody else's relationship. You have to make your own rules. What works for me might not work for y'all, and what worked for y'all ain't gonna work for me. It's a whole bunch of people who don't agree with how my relationships typically go. But at the end of the day, it's my relationship. And if it works for me and whoever I'm in a relationship with, then it is what it is, and that's okay. But people need to learn how to be okay with being okay with whatever rules they set up in their own relationship or their situation, whatever that is. That's unfortunate that happened to your friend though, because who knows what could have came from that. So that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is, and I mean, but also we have to also play into the fact that it's a lot that happens to people that are in those kinds of relationships with things that
absolutely
happen. Like, so I mean, I can understand it, but at the same time, like if you were in love or if you knew that person was for you or the person that you wanted to be for you, I mean, shit, take a leap. Because at the end of the day, who knows what could have happened, like, or what kind of happiness would have ensued in your life because you decided to take that jump or take that leap of faith because you had somebody that you was in love with. I think sometimes we don't even consider our friends or the people that we have like really good friendships with as potential mates. I think a lot of times we just disregard them as a mate. And I think those are the people that you should look into as having a mate more than somebody that you don't know or like a random person from outside. I think a lot of times the commonalities that y'all have and the way that y'all are able to interact and all that other kind of stuff, I think that's what you should take into account. Because if you think about down the line, like, am I still gonna like this person down the line? Especially like if you know them, I think that's a good way to kind of gauge if you could operate in a relationship with somebody that was your friend.
Want that real in love, like you see old people. Like I want that real, like just in love with a person. Like I love people, but being in love with somebody, like when they fart, you just be like, it don't really stink. I love you. It don't really stink. Come on, let me sniff it.
I mean, it stank a little bit, but not as much as it used to. Like I get used to it. Like you silly. So we're gonna wrap it up here shortly. And so, any red flags? Since we were talking about red flags, and this cat brought up red flags, what are some other red flags that you all have run into, or that you would tell people that is a red flag? Something that is a red flag.
One that sticks out in my mind: going to a restaurant and they bring a finger bowl, or they bring 2 forks, and they be like, "Why they bring me 2 forks?"
Oh, so the person is not well-rounded. Is that what you said?
So they need some etiquette classes? I'm confused.
Very much so. Like I hate people that's not exposed. And if you say you haven't been exposed and you know that, then it's a different thing. But don't put off to be something you're not. And then when you get put in certain situations, you can't handle those situations. That's a red flag for me.
Okay. What about you, Trosh?
Man, my red flag list is super long, G. I mean, we don't even have enough show left for me to lay it on.
Give us your top 2.
I'm gonna
say top 2 or 3.
I'm gonna just give you my top 1. Like, if you know you playing the game, don't try to act like you're not. You see what I'm saying? Don't act like the other person is oblivious to you playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be specific, so I'm not gonna give examples. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like if you know that you doing your shit, don't act like you got a problem with the other person doing their shit. Period. And don't act like the other person's stupid to not know that you're doing your shit too.
Yeah. I love Omari. Can she be a guest?
Oh yeah, that's my food. She'll be a guest. Omari is really, really dope. And she does a vlog as well. So I would love to have her on.
I definitely agree with Omari on that one.
We about to plan some vacations.
And that's that's what my comment came from earlier about the
I know we can go.
The people not catching the subtlety. Like Omari is, I know her personally. She's super fucking smart. You know what I'm saying? And like the shit she think that is subtle to other people, not gonna be subtle because she's smart as fuck. She think on another level.
And
So they can
because
easily miss
Amari is
that.
so fucking bubbly, like her subtleties are not really subtle.
Exactly.
Like her personality is bubbly and out there and all of that good stuff. So
Like she could
so
flirt
I
with
can
me.
agree
She
with
just
you on that, Trosh.
Amari, you can't flirt with me. If you want, just grab my booty. That's how I know.
He said just going to touch her one time.
You like me.
Damn.
Joy, what's some of your red flags, boo?
The part.
It was mentioned earlier. I do not like when someone is rude to the waiters and the people like getting the car, and it's just it rubs me the wrong way. I also don't like
For no
the
reason.
mouse said, I don't like somebody that's not just well rounded at all. Like, what's this? That's rich people shit, or that's white people shit. I'm gonna be like, I'll
That
go
part.
home. Like,
I hate that shit.
I can't take that at all.
Okay. Stretch, what about you?
I think a red flag for me would just be just when, like, you don't know how to conduct yourself. Like, you're doing a little too much too early. So it's just going over the top. And, you know, I get everybody has their own personality and their uniqueness of doing something. But if you just downright just rude, disrespectful, and then you're yelling out the car window and, hey, that's my bitch over there. That's my bitch. I don't stop the car. Like, what's going on? Like, I mean, I get you excited because you see your girl, but then you keep doing them. Now we need to pull up over there, change the plans, but are we about to pull up? Like, all that. I can't with it. So be an adult, know how to conduct yourself thereof. You're a grown woman. You know, I mean, it's just a little bit, to me, childish to be doing all that stuff. Yeah, it's talking about period. You know, I'm just saying, like, man, everything's period. You know what I'm saying? So that's a red flag for me. You know, just have some respect and decency about yourself. And then another red flag is if I'm having a conversation with you and if I'm asking you how you feel, like how you doing, how you feel, or something, and you just say it's not important, or you basically are disregarding yourself, or like, you know, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know, if I FaceTime you and then you trying to shoot your shit and then you just looking a mess, so you just, I don't care about myself. Oh, there ain't nothing but a few roaches falling from the ceiling. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, you know.
That motherfucker.
So,
I got to shout out. I got to shout out
BD, wait a minute, Mouth. BD,
We got a lot of great
insecurities.
comments.
I hate insecurities too when you're insecure.
Hey, good shit, Coop.
Yeah,
I didn't give my red flags yet, but I was definitely getting ready to say one of my pet peeves and one of the things that's a red flag for me when it comes to dating is somebody who never wants to communicate over the phone. I get it. You want to text. I get texting is convenient for, you know, when you doing stuff, when you at work and all that other kind of stuff. But if we can't have a conversation or FaceTime or video chat or any of that at all at any given time, no, I got some concerns, and that's a red flag for me.
They ain't got cable. They don't look at MTV.
That's a red flag for me simply because I'm a person that I can't learn you through fucking text messages. I can't learn you through completely texting you all the time. Right. I cannot learn how to be fully engaged with you if we just text all the time. Like, I cannot be engaged, or
gotta have some
lines of communication. How I'm a very observant person, so I'm listening to like the variations of tones in your voice. If you're sad, if you're excited, if you're happy, if you're irritated, like that's how I learn you, by listening to your voice. I learn people that way. I'm an audible learner when it comes to people that I'm engaged with or in a relationship with. If I cannot communicate with you to be able to hear you, that's a red flag for me. But then the other thing, like Coop said, is the insecurities.
Insecurities, yep.
Listen, I have had quite a few people that I ended up not talking to simply because of they always mention your fans. You got all these fans on Facebook.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's it weak right there.
What about them? Like, I'm me. Like, if you look at my page, you see I got damn near 5,000 friends on Facebook. There are going to be a lot of likes. There are going to be a lot of comments and a lot of engagement. But the engagement and likes and comments ain't necessarily all for me. Y'all saw the post with all of them men's on it, and all of them women was on there. Like y'all saw how that went. That's the purpose of me having a lot of friends and a lot of fans, is to connect people. I always say all the time, I am not the plug, I am the extension cord. So I'm gonna be able to put you to somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody to get you what you're trying to do. But those type of insecurities like chap my ass, because it has nothing to do with you. Like, it don't matter how many fans. I don't care if I was superstar Leo, and if we out and about doing our thing, I need the person that I'm with to be secure enough in themselves to know, oh, okay, baby just doing her thing. You know, she's doing her thing.
And also understand, like I tell people all the time, you might get 1,000 people say, Rochelle, oh this, oh that,
Who
oh
is
that.
Rochelle?
But
Rochelle,
I gotta hit the Beat Street breakdown to remember to say it right. Rochelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would get 100 likes, but until you get the one you want, the rest of them don't matter. Yeah, the rest of them just likes. Thank you, appreciate it. And then you gotta listen to Tan that was following on what you were saying. She was saying, I'm not with the texting. Pick up the phone, call me. I understand work hours, but it's a no for me. Only time I'm gonna text you is if I'm not into you and you're in a friend zone. And that's true for her, because me and her text all the time. That's my sister. We like she don't call me, she just text me.
We now live in a society that is so hell bent on just texting, but we just got text messaging. There was a time where we were only able to talk on the phone. So to say I'm not a talker, I mean, at one point you were. So go back
People
to
have
that.
gotten lazy. That's why
they've gotten.
I'm not.
They don't want to have.
It's other stuff going on that they just can't talk on the phone.
Yeah, and I get that. So that's where you
explain. No. When I say other stuff going on, not going on like legitimate stuff. I'm saying like you can't talk to me at 4:00 in the afternoon because your wife is sitting on the couch next to you.
We knew that's what you was talking about. You ain't got to lie. We knew that's where you were going.
Or they can't talk to you on the phone because they ain't pay their bills. So the only thing
they leave the Wi-Fi, it's a wrap.
They can't even actually.
I will. Let me get back to the Wi-Fi. Let me get back to the Wi-Fi.
Let me get back to Wi-Fi. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it with my F word for the week. The F word with Leo. My F word. I'm gonna talk a little bit about fashion real quick. And let me tell y'all, the seasons are changing. We going into the fall. Embrace colors, okay? Even going into the fall months, fall and winter months, don't go into just wearing all black. I know some people are going to be like, why I can't wear all black? Because all black is not always all flattering for everybody. There are colors that complement your skin tones, your undertones, your eyes, your hair. There are other colors that complement your body size, shape, all of that. So find colors that are beautiful and that bring out those hues and undertones of your skin, of your hair, because they will definitely assist you.
I feel attacked.
Right. They will definitely assist you in your dating. If you're out and about, somebody may be more attracted to certain colors that appear on your body or your skin tone, and it may not be black. Sometimes the colors that you wear actually speak to your spirit and speak to the other people as well. So, I mean, like 4 of us got on black right now. 4 of us got on black tops right now.
Hey, speaking of, we better all have that background on the next episode. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Your background. We better have that background too.
Oh, okay. Well, this is actually a backdrop. It's an actual cloth.
We want that backdrop.
So I'm gonna take a picture, and I mean, y'all can make it do what it do, okay?
Nope. You send us that backdrop.
I mean, I can send you the logo. You can get your own backdrop created.
No, my brother. You got to get your own.
See?
You can send me the coin. I can get you one made. Tavana, next time I will inbox you, but I was just letting people know as we going into the fall months that, you know, embracing color is still a beautiful thing. I know a lot of times people like to just wear bright colors in the spring and the summer months, and then when we go into the fall and winter, then they go into the dark colors, black, gray, brown, blue. Although those are beautiful colors, I definitely would like to see more people in colors other than those during the winter months, fall and winter months. And get ready to embrace sweaters and boots and all of that cute shit. Because this is the time of year where you can embrace it, enjoy it, and have fun with it. And ladies, get ready to steal them hoodies, okay? I mean, it's that time of the year where you steal the hoodie, okay? Put it on and bring it back with the titty marks and smelling like your perfume and slide it back in his drawer, okay?
Any color we should stay away from in fall? This fall coming up?
Anything that you should stay away from. My thing as far as what I feel like men should stay away from them damn skinny jeans, okay? I think skinny jeans
that's all year round. Stay away from them.
Yes, but even still, like going into the fall and winter, that's when people start wearing them damn that's when people start wearing the fucking skinny jeans with boots. You know,
man, I seen the dude had on a pair of skinny jeans. I seen the dude with a pair of skinny jeans on size 22 and had love handles.
Oh, no, fat boy. No, Big Daddy. No, don't do it.
That's how tight his pants was. They made him have love handles.
No, Big Daddy. Put you on some regular jeans. Or, put you on some regular jeans.
That's another dating tip. That's another dating tip.
That's the other thing. Dress for your size.
Straight Joy?
Dress for your size. And when I say dress for your size, that does not mean that you can't wear what you choose to wear. But take into account your size. Don't get a 2X t-shirt when you know you were 4X. Don't get, you know what I'm saying?
If your man
dress for your size. Don't be out here trying to rock with the trends and you know that doesn't fit your body. I'm definitely a person that goes against the grain. Like a lot, I will wear short shorts and a short skirt and all that good stuff because that's what the fuck I feel like putting on. But at the same time, you're not gonna catch me in a 1X skirt. And I'm supposed to be in a 3. Okay,
it's a lot of ladies saying they don't like to see them grown men in them skinny jeans.
Listen, because it is a turn off. It's a turn off, but as with the skinny jeans, it's like y'all like men used to like to talk about women when they wore tight jeans, talking about she gonna have a yeast infection. Well, sir, now it's your turn, okay, with the skinny jeans. So that's what we're gonna end that with. If y'all got any
as a matter of fact, that leads into another dating tip. Ladies, if your man get a yeast infection more than you, leave that nigga.
What did you say?
Man,
what did you just say?
I'm finna start muting your ass when I feel like something goofy finna come out. But we gonna round it up. We gonna get ready to end this show. We want to thank everybody for joining us, hopping in, rocking with us.
Definitely, man. Shout out, man.
With us for our very first show back.
Absolutely.
The very first show back, and the very first show with all of my co-hosts. I want to thank you all for jumping on the team and being here with me and rocking with the Phat Girl Chronicles with your girl Leo Rochelle and her friends. So
what everybody got going on this week? What y'all got going on?
That's all I'm about to say. What everybody got going on? Where can everybody find you, follow you, and check out what you have to offer the world? So we're gonna
hit up with this. Let's start with it. Ladies first. Ladies first.
We're gonna do ladies first. All right, Miss Cat.
Okay. So I don't know what all I got going on this week, but I will say this. There was a couple of people that actually wanted me to elaborate more on this whole falling in love at first sight thing. So I do host a relationship rules calls on Thursdays. So I'll be doing that this Thursday, and they can hop on there. I'm gonna put the link on the post, and we can tackle that subject there. So every Thursday, the relationship rules calls will be happening. So that's what I'll be doing this Thursday. And then, as always, I do relationship coaching. You can go to my website, which is mymentor.life/Kat Miles, to read any kind of blog or post. Schedule any sessions, or just contact me there.
All right, and then make sure you send us the information so we can post it on the Phat Girl Chronicles page so that
yes, ma'am,
can find you there. And make sure y'all tune in with Kat, because listen, I'm gonna book a session with Kat because I need to know what I'm out here doing wrong on this dating scene. And maybe I ain't doing nothing wrong, but I need to know if I'm doing something wrong. Okay. All right, Miss Joy, tell them where to find you, boo.
You can find me on Facebook at Whipped Things. That is my butter and scrub company. I'm going out of town Friday, and I will be gone until next Wednesday. So if you want to shop, I would advise you to shop now because I will be on vacation.
All righty. All right. Then we gonna roll it on over to Mr. Stretch.
Let's see. There you go. So where you guys can follow me, you guys can go on Instagram and follow me on Create Commas with Stretch. There I'll be posting some stuff that has to do with financial tips, and also in the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast, I'll be dropping some more links and a little bit of what I talked about today as well. Also, you can follow your boy on Facebook, Stretch Armstrong Williams. That's my personal Facebook account. You know what I'm saying? So I do approve and deny. So that's where y'all can find me. But a little bit more, I did kind of want to give a huge shout out, like this coming up, talking about upcoming events. My sister's having her pop-up shop with strawberry tea. Her company is Tutu and Things like TT, so she does customized shirts and stuff for little girls. So if you have a daughter, if you're just a guy that just wants to customize t-shirt, most definitely you want to be at this event 9/27/2020 from the time of 1 p.m. to 5, and I will post more information about that as well in the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast. So it's your boy Stretch, and I'm gonna pass the torch over.
All right, Trosh.
What up? I'm actually on vacation right now. That lets you know how committed I am to this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took a break out of my vacation to make sure I was online for the squad, so we can go ahead and do this podcast or whatever. So yeah, after we log off, I'm right back to it. But yeah, you can catch me at Atrocious on Facebook and Instagram. And like lately, people have been hitting me up about the hats because y'all seen me with the Young V joint on last episode and this one. So you know what I'm saying. So I probably finna start max producing those and the shirts. I got t-shirts too.
Okay. Well, I need a shirt and a hat. How about that?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna need a backdrop though.
As a matter of fact. See, your gift came back, and I think the address was wrong on it, so I got you. Came back to the house today.
Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I got with you, bro. I feel it's all good.
I ate the mouth moment. Tell them where they can find you this week.
Hey man, you can find me this week. As a matter of fact, everybody join me tomorrow night on ablazingradio.com. A Blazing Radio Live. As a matter of fact, just download the Blazing Radio Live app on your phone right now. Join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. where I do Wind Down Wednesdays. At 11 p.m., I play a set from y'all know what we're going to start off with this week. It might be neo soul. It might be all new music. I don't know. It depends on how I feel tomorrow. But then we get into the grown and sex at 11:30. We have a virtual toast. That means you have your wine and relax with me. And we're going to toast to life and love and being happy. And then we're going to rock out all night, man. And then we're going to have great music all night, man. So if you need to know when I'm on and what's going on, I definitely post in the Phat Girl Chronicles podcast. But you can also follow me at the mouth_moments. That's moments with an S. That's the mouth_moments with an S. And you can catch me here each and every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, Phat Girl Chronicles, where we talk about everything from fashion to finance to relationship to what's going on with goddamn what's his name? Waka Flocka and everybody.
Not Waka.
It's silly.
This motherfucker said Waka Flocka. I ain't
Right.
even know that nigga was still rapping.
I fuck with Waka Flocka.
When last time you heard a Waka Flocka song, nigga?
Boy.
Hey.
Oh, let's do it.
Well, for yours truly, you can find me at the Phat Girl Chronicles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also find me at Leo Rochelle on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want more fashion information, you can find me at The Style Den LLC on Facebook and Instagram as well. But also, for those of you who are interested in art, I have a company that is called Royal Outcast with a K Artistry, where I create intuitive paintings as well as really, really dope as customized clothing pieces. So right now I have a few customized clothing options that are fedoras created by yours truly. So you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can catch me on any of my business pages. You can catch me on Tiffany Rochelle on Facebook or Leo Rochelle on Facebook. So you can send me a friend request, but let me know where you found me at, because I will ask.
Okay. So we got a special event we're going to. We can just hit you up. You'll make us outfit or whatever we need.
I can create you a customized piece, or I can assist you in finding clothing for your event.
So when you say piece, do you mean, or like I can create you a shirt, or do you mean like if I say I want a special thong for the evening?
If you want a special thong for the evening, I can find you.
What is wrong with him, Lord? What is wrong with him?
I can find you a thong, and I can add what you would like.
What is wrong?
I can find
What's in your cup?
Okay, I can find you whatever you need.
Tonight I was drinking something like it was a cream rum that I got when I was over at
and it was something
St.
extra in there.
Hey, that nigga over there drinking Cisco.
Thunderbird and grapefruit juice, young man.
Check me out, Leo Rochelle, the Phat Girl Chronicles, the Style Den LLC, or Royal Outcast Artistry, all on Facebook. And make sure you join us here next Tuesday at 8 p.m. We're going to talk about some new stuff, different stuff, fun stuff. And we just going to rock out through the rest of the year and then some. We got some dope stuff coming up for myself and the team. So make sure you follow everybody on their social media platforms, as well as, checking out what they all have to offer. Like we have the Mouth with Wind Down Wednesdays on tomorrow and Sultry Sundays. On Sunday, we got Miss Cat with Relationship Rules with Miss Cat on Thursday. And then you can check Destry. I'm sorry, I put your real name out there. Trosh. You can find Trosh, my bad, on Instagram and Facebook under Votrocious. Miss Joy with Whipped Things on Facebook and Instagram. Check out her body butters. And Mr. Stretch, Creating Commas with Stretch. Check him out as well. And then he'll bring more finances. We'll have more celebrity gossip, more relationship rules, more of his story, and more moments with the mouth, and more of the F word with your girl, Leo Rochelle. We are out. Thank y'all for joining us, sticking with us, riding this show out.
Thank
y'all for tuning in.
2 fingers.
Comments. And if you would like to be a guest or promote your business on the Phat Girl Chronicles, reach out to us at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. And if you would like to also ask any questions or relationship questions, finance questions, you can hit the Phat Girl Chronicles at the Phat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com, and we will forward the information to those that will answer those questions for you. So thank you all for joining us. Thanks for
tuning in, y'all.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
And enjoy the rest of your week.
Be amazing because you were born to be that.
Hey, and as I always say, whatever you do, don't do it with your half ass. Do it with your whole ass.
Whole ass. Whole big ol' ass too. Don't. Even if you got a little to do it. Do it big.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.